fucking Froggy. I'll treat you like Kermit the Frog and Piggy. I'll squish your shit.
So for the no listeners at this point, we're live now. But yeah, no. So that was back.
It just happened like yesterday, I think, because I saw the post this morning
when Robbie threatened the shit out of Hugh. Was threatened to whoop the shit out of Hugh. That was like a couple of weeks.
Oh, that was
That's what he was referencing. He was referencing, you know, how that post getting it. Hey, you know what? Let's go on Instagram Live. Fuck.
You know what? That's fucking stupid because Drunken Monkey caught heat from those dudes over in fucking USC and no one came to his defense.
Yep. Well, the thing is that, you know, Hugh loves to run his mouth and tell people, you know, what they can and can't think and shit, but then gets all pissy when someone comes back at him and tries to pull this whole he tries
to pull the white man privilege smarter than you act.
Right.
When it's like, bro.
That's what kind of makes me chuckle.
That's why you come off as a fucking douchebag.
Right. And it makes me chuckle. I threatened to smack the shit right up out of him.
Oh, yeah.
And he never said nothing.
I don't even, you know what? After you
he's only calling out Robbie for threatening to smack the shit out of him. Because he tried to call me out in those previous battles. And he's like,
I remember you were like, no, you said, yo, Robbie, I won't stand, I won't stand corrected at the point where I didn't just say like I wouldn't just smack, like I'll smack the shit out of anyone.
Right. Well, he ran his mouth in that thread, and he's like, well, Zach, you know, you said, but I said, watch your mouth. I'll smack the shit right about you too. Come down there and beat the white right off of you.
I didn't even put up a threat because, like, first of all, I don't need to threaten anybody at this point in my life because I know the damage I can do. But
what's up, Justin? Justin's on our Instagram Live over there. Sorry, I can't really like do both at the same time, as in like thread them all together because I'm an asshole and don't know how to do that.
Justin, you want to toke?
He can
only get you fired.
You couldn't get me fired. I don't give a shit. Will Collins.
Well, technically, you're fired.
Let's see what you did there.
But yeah, I didn't get to see the entire battle. I just saw him complaining a little bit, and I wish I got to go back now and like see what Jonah said, because Jonah and him were, you know, tag teaming us for a bit until we
see, that's the thing.
Until we broke up that duo.
Well, that's the thing. Like with Mike from Game Point Live, like he started off rough at first, and he even admitted it, and we've got no beef with him now, but you're allowed to have your opinions, and they're allowed to be hot takes, and you're allowed to stand by them. But even
you like can't Jonah, snap on
Jonah rubs me the wrong way a little bit. Like, I don't like his personality, but he at least doesn't try and be an asshole all the time. Hugh comes out and tries to be a dick 24/7.
I disagree. I like Jonah now. He has very good takes. Something that you're talking about is the something that I mentioned before. I think he's prior military.
Oh,
and it's a military thing. I know for a fact he's prior military. Don't know what branch yet, but I am almost 100% sure he's somewhere in the Army or Marine range.
He brought it up. He brought it when the whole ass kickings got thrown around. He brought it up, showing his scar.
I saw the scar. I didn't hear him. I didn't hear any branch or anything.
I think he said in the Army, but everybody immediately stopped threatening to whoop his ass. And was like, "Thank you for your service. That's so great." And look, and I said it then, and I'll say it now. Thank you for your service. That is great. Thank you for what you did for this country. That doesn't mean you're not a dick. And that doesn't mean you can't catch these hands. It's equal opportunity, bro. Exactly. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't got no knock on wood and thank God I ain't got no scars.
Right.
But I have served in the greatest branch of all time. So
is that the Space Force?
No. Guardian of the Galaxy.
Oh, my bad. I thought
I'm part of the Avengers. I'm part of the Avengers. I'm part of the Avengers.
So
after Tony Stark died,
you cockeye. Come on, that shit was good. You know it.
Okay, I didn't have a comeback for it. I didn't have a comeback for it.
I'm witty as shit. Oh shit, man. So so you spoke
instead of I am Groot, it's I am Wood.
no. Instead of I am Groot, it's I am Boot.
Nah, bro.
You know it was funny. You wanted to laugh.
Nah, bro.
You wanted to laugh.
Oh, okay? So you're talking about my brother Jose, right?
Oh man, I'm telling.
Don't worry. I call him a boot every day. I call him almost every day, and I call him today.
Just to call him a boot and then run away.
Yo, bro. Okay, so hands down. I called him today when I got out of work.
Justin recognizes that I'm funny, by the way. So thank you.
I called my brother today when I got out of work. The first thing he says when he picks up the phone is, "Yo, what's up, boot?" And I'm like, "Yo, fuck out of here, you little fucking pea shooter boot ass bitch."
Long titty, no nipple having ass.
Fucking bitch. Not knowing 2 + 2 can't pass a math test. No one has, bitch.
I feel like that's a self.
You fucking only have a 32 score ASVAB ass bitch.
What did you have? A 33?
No, Paul, stop it. I qualified for 12 jobs, and one of them was nukes and chemical biology.
Wow.
When they said that, I looked at my recruiter and I was like, "Bro, you got the wrong man."
You know what?
I looked at him. I said, "I'm going infantry." He was like, "Bro, you got nukes and chemical biology." I said, "I'm going infantry." He was like, "Bro, you're smart." I was like, "I'm kicking doors."
Knock 10 points off the ASVAB. So, by the way, I agree with Will. I think you should call him live and call him a boot.
Right now?
Yeah.
If he answers, where's my phone?
The person demands it.
If he answers the phone, because he's probably with his girl or working. But if he answers the phone,
whatever. Justin, by the way,
let me see. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him right now. I'm gonna call him. Let me see if he answers.
On Instagram. If you can hear Hector, just let me know. I'm again too stupid to.
I'm putting him on speaker too.
Be able to do that at the same time so you can see him. But at least let me know if you can hear him.
What's up, Osmo?
Yo, what's up, boot ass bitch?
Fuck you stupid boot bitch.
See, I told I'm on live right now with Zach. We're breaking down the tape, and
what's
Justin Zach said, "What's up?" Justin Lancaster and him.
What's up, man?
They bet me to call because they were like, "Yo, you wouldn't call your brother."
It was Will Collins.
Will Collins. It was Will Collins, my buddy Will in Florida. He said you wouldn't call your brother right now and call him a boot ass bitch. I was like, "Yo, bro, the nigga called me earlier today and called me a boot ass bitch. This is what we say every day."
That's not. I don't even think our names are our names anymore. I think it's just boot bitch.
Just boot.
It's just boot bitch. Like it's boot bitch 1 and boot bitch 2.
I'm gonna have to join up in that live call sometime. We're gonna have to do a little live guest.
Yo, that's a fact, bro. We can get you on anytime, bro.
Anytime.
We do our podcast on Mondays and we do off-topic live on Thursday nights.
Yeah, man, you're always welcome. You know it.
Monday and Thursday, I'm on the next episode.
You're
all right, bet. So Thursday, because this Monday we got an interview with someone.
Special.
We got an interview with foreshadowing a little teaser for you guys. We have a female football player joining our podcast.
Bullshit, real women's tackle football.
That would be awesome because I don't have the girls. But let me know.
All right, definitely.
We'll get you on. Don't worry.
Bro.
All right, bro. You little boot ass bitch. I'll call you later.
Fuck you, bitch, bro.
That's some brotherly love.
I love my little bro. I love him.
But yeah, so for all like 4 of you listening, yes, that is from foreshadowing. Lois Cook. Sorry, Lois. I believe that's her name. Lois Cook will be on. We're interviewing her on Monday. Let me check my good old Instagram here, and she pops up first. I love it. Yes, I was right. Lois Cook. She plays women's professional football. She is part of the DC Divas. She's a wide receiver. They actually had the first game last Saturday? ? So we'll be able to hop on with her.
That's a whole new aspect of 1, football, and 2, a whole different league and a different we don't know much about women's football leagues. So this is something like besides like the bikini league, there's a few, videos and clips that people watch and stuff because they like to see a woman twerk on another woman's head.
I mean,
but um,
I get it.
it's definitely a whole different aspect of the game. There's stuff that we're learning on the fly at the same time,
Yeah.
and definitely need to promote the aspect of women's leagues, women's sports, just gender neutrality, I guess you want to
Yeah,
call
man.
it,
sure.
everything, just everything.
For sure, man. You know, Lois, I found her on TikTok. She's been absolutely awesome. She puts out some high quality stuff. And look, me and you the respective you, not you, Hector, can have a fist fight all we want about whether women should be allowed in football or not. Trust me, I will kick your ass. But I'm telling you, you better bring your A game. She knows the sport. You say what you want. She's not just some little girl who doesn't know shit. She knows.
If you're saying the aspect of should a woman join the men's league like physically paying, I'm not saying no. I'm just saying physically they won't allow it. Like you really want to Ray Lewis hitting, no matter how big or strong of a woman you're throwing out there. Do you really want a Ray Lewis hitting you? I don't think so.
I had this discussion with Sarah,
but a league, a women's league of their own.
Right.
Wait, hold up. Didn't they have a movie about that?
A league of their own? Yes. Ta-da. But kind of going over to some other football leagues. James Latempa hit us both up.
Yes, did you see that? I actually, well, he probably hit you up because he reached out to me the night of our podcast. I don't know if he reached out to you the same night. He sent me
Tuesday.
Yeah, he sent me the message. We were already mid-podcast. I saw the message. I also had my COVID shot, started getting sick at the end of the night.
Right.
Wasn't ready to deal with nobody. Yeah, I hit him fucking up the next day.
I am the best pillow in the world, by the way, Colbs, and you're not even seeing the best part down below.
Oh, that's a fact. Trust me, I've laid on that man. In
all the ways that come to your minds.
I've used his butt cheeks as a parting head, like just... but yeah, anyway. I hit him up and I told him, send me all the info. Let me know what's going on. Let me get back with Zach. Let me see what we can do. He said there's a few VC guys there. It's very competitive. 7-on-7.
Willie Brown is there. Yeah.
I mean, shit, they need more people. I'd join that bitch.
No, but it's competitive. Like they're good.
You said Willie Brown, bro.
That's disrespectful.
You said Willie and James Latempa. You mean the two guys that tackled each other on the same team and put one in a concussion?
That's just rude. We got to bring up that.
I'm just saying.
But anyway, I got the crown.
We're all the same level to me. We all didn't go nowhere. We all ain't going nowhere.
Hey, look, I'm just saying it's 2 against 1. Will Collins agrees with me, so
I'm just saying I put me and you against Will and James.
I don't know. We're bringing heavy hitters, but I'm not gonna pretend that.
Let's build our own squad. We'll bring Kevin Sibilia up.
Yeah, K-Sub.
I'll bring my boy Will Collins.
Yo, you better watch out. K-Sub's lost a lot of weight and is looking good, man. He's speedy.
He's a running back now. He's not a lineman. He's a running back.
Telling you, gotta watch those quick out routes.
That's Derrick Henry right there. He still got the strength. He slimmed down.
Right. But anyway, so what we're referencing.
You got Colbs.
Right.
I'll put Colbs on my squad.
I'll take that slot receiver. That's a slot receiver right there.
You thinking way too linebacker. Linebacker.
K-Sub, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna keep this up for a minute, man. I'm super proud of you. You should be proud of yourself, man. You worked your ass off to get there. That's fucking outstanding, bro.
That's a fact.
But so I just want to give you your moment to shine on that because you fucking earned it. But for everyone who doesn't know, so our buddy, a couple of our high school buddies play in a 7-on-7. We'll call it a semi-contact league, where it's technically flag football, but there is blocking.
I'm laying niggas out.
But a friend reached out to us to live broadcast the game. It's Saturday night, and Hector and I are currently deciding whether that's something that we want to
cover,
that we want to do or not.
Well, cover live and or join.
I mean, I don't know if we were invited to join, but I'm definitely down to cover it live.
I'll definitely cover it live, and I'll probably definitely join.
All right,
Glad.
so then when we get off of here, probably tomorrow, we'll make some plans to because I'll be in Walden anyway. I got something during the day for my oh, it's tomorrow. Okay, whew, scared the shit out of me. I got something tomorrow Saturday for my stepfather's birthday, and then yeah, I should be good to go by 8:30. So anyway, Mike wants to know, are we talking about town beef? Like, is that slang for Wendy's sandwiches?
What?
I'm confused.
Mike, I don't know if that's a Jersey term. Like, we don't have that that issue within families.
Yeah, this is not the Hatfields and McCoys.
We're not the Hills Have Eyes.
K-Sub is down for some football, and so is Colbus, man. It looks like we
bro, I'm building a Monstars, bro. Like, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Two Squad is joining up.
Poor Latempa just wanted us to cover the fucking thing, and next thing you know,
we're running the whole league. We're running the whole fucking league.
Justin,
we're gonna all roll up. Me, you, Kevin, we're gonna all roll up in our old VC jerseys.
Justin, thank you for showing up on Instagram Live, brother. You have a great night at work, man. I appreciate you, brother. Sorry, Justin had to hop off, man. He had to get back to work, so I just want to show him some love. And
he's working tonight,
bro. Yeah. Well, let's see. Town beef 7-on-7, no pads. Oh, yeah. We fucking did that shit all the time. I mean, I'm too old and my knees suck now, but yeah, we could do that shit. We just didn't call it that. We just called it backyard football.
Very much. I mean, Mike Ford was still doing it up to like last year.
There's a lot of people still doing it. I'm just old and fat. I guess this is a reason for me to get in the fucking gym again.
Yeah, you just got to get into shape. You're not old and fat.
I am in shape.
You just got to get in shape. Got to get back. Once you get into a routine, that's it. That's all it is.
Nah,
you got to get into a routine.
Well, now that I have a Monday through Friday
people say,
job where I'm
as much as we joke about, we're old, bro. 30 is a prime year. 30 is a prime ass year.
I didn't shave in this spot here.
So I mean, I'm not 30 yet. I'm not 30. I didn't say that.
Look at that thing.
What hairline? You looking like LeBron James,
bruh.
Like LeBron fucking James.
That's why you got to do me like that though. Yeah,
Game point. You there too? You over there putting fucking hair fillers and shit,
bro. You're all fired. I don't hire none of y'all. I don't pay none of y'all, but you're all fired. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out.
Game point. This man. You're
doing me dirty. No, Cole.
Damn right.
Old. 30 is over the hill.
We're not talking about 30 inches, Cole. We know you're really short.
Stop.
I'm on a roll today.
Stop. Had me looking right at the Instagram live for that. Stop.
I'm on a roll.
God damn, you did roll, that is for sure. Oh shit.
Oh, you're a bum. You're a bum.
It was almost
all right, let me
this is the snappy comeback that we get from Colbs. That's right, Colbus. I own, according to my license, whether it's true or not is up for debate, but according to my license, I only have 2 inches on you. I don't know if it's true, but that's what it fucking says. Oh shit! This coming from Will got your number, bro. We might need to have Will on here to keep you in check.
Will, did you ever find your car keys in the beach?
All right,
I bet not. I bet not. So the first, okay, so me and Christy go down to her family's house down in Florida, right? I think it's Palm Coast. So we go down there, and me and my license is 65 stupid. Me and Will met playing Call of Duty over COVID.
So that's how you make friends.
So we had nothing to do but play fucking Call of Duty all day during COVID. I was on it.
I was an NBA player, so it's like,
I did. I made friend with NBA. I made friend with a lot of people.
By the way, do you see? Oh my god, I need to get out in the sun more.
So I did see that. So God. I met Will, good dude. We're fucking having a grand old time. Found out he's in Florida, so I'm like, yo, I'm going on to Florida. He's on Tampa Bay side though. So it's like a 3-hour drive over, a 4-hour drive over to the other side.
Sure.
I'm like, yo, we're going down for vacation. If you could get the chance, let's meet up.
Right.
He made the trip. Him, his wife, and his baby girl. And we made the trip. We met up, had a few drinks, and had a ball, and went to the beach, and just chilled out all day. Fucking got drunk and smoked and had a grand old time. And
you fucking yeeted this shit right into the ocean.
And Will, no. And Will didn't. His key was just the piece that you put in to turn. He didn't have the rest of his key. So that's just the part that he had, I guess. How you get, he just had the.
This is like Inception. There's a story within a story here.
So yeah, I still don't know how it ended up that way, but he just has the piece that you can go in and turn. There's no it's just the metal piece that you stick in.
Just the tip, right?
Yeah. So he has it in his bathing suit, and he's and his daughter's running in the water, and he's playing with her, and he comes out, and next thing you know, we're chilling for like 5 minutes, and a guy walks up to us, and he's like, "Yo, my daughter just found this on the beach." She was like, hey daddy, I think that's the man right there. It ends up Will's wallet.
Oh shit!
Ends up Will's wallet. So Will's like, oh. So Will's like, oh shit, that's my wallet. So he goes and searches, and he's like, oh shit, I'm missing my key.
Oh shit.
That was the only key to his car.
Did you have to hotwire it?
Hotwire, buddy? Bro, we were at the beach till about 2:00 in the morning. We had like 2 different fucking van people come to try to make a key for the car. The first guy could do it, didn't want to do it because he knew it was going to take about an hour or two. Right. So he sent us to a different guy. The guy came out and he was like, the piece of shit didn't want to do it because he knew it was going to take a little bit of time. Bro, we sat there, me and Will smoked like fucking 4 fattest joints I've ever could fucking roll. And every beer that we had in my cooler, in the car, and at the bar, we drank till they fucking made that key. We were standing out there barefoot while I sent Christy home with his wife and the baby girl to the spare house to like go hang out so we can get
home barefoot and pregnant.
Bro, I've never let Will let it down again. I let fucking Canada cars. It was so the natural car was only like 10 divots. This car had like 6. This key had like 16 divots because it was fucking Canadian.
Because they what car is Canadian?
Bro, I don't even. Yo, Will knows. I don't even. This shit was hilarious, bro. It was,
what is a Canadian car?
First, one and only time I've ever met Will, but it was fucking iconic.
That is pretty good. That's right. Colbs has a similar story. I guess he left his shit on the beach overnight and had to dig out his phone keys and wallet to get home the next morning. That is, I can't say I've ever gotten fucked on a beach like that, at least. Woo! I wish John was
here. John. I know. He does it so much better. Yeah. It's like Colb's like I said what I said. You can't do the woo.
No, it just doesn't sound right. There's something to it.
He got that Pop Smoke to it, man. He got that Ric Flair. That Ric Flair. Come on.
So actually, at this point, it was built in Canada. I still got to know what kind of car is built in Canada. Colb said the Maple Leaf dealership. Oh, Honda CRV. Okay.
No, yeah, but it was a Canadian Honda CRV. It was weird, bro. And I swear to God, the guy showed me a picture of the key that Will had compared to the key that he made, and I was like, yo, Will, why. And he told me the story of how
Like
he got the
Downward
car,
Levy.
so I can't complain because it was
Right.
it was a steal. It was a
Right.
steal.
Well, it was a fucking steal. So I got a question for everybody here. We mentioned it before. We're gonna have Lois Cook on, who plays in the women's women's
Football.
tackle football league. Jesus
Word.
Christ, I apparently can't speak. And so we're gonna have her on Monday, airing next Wednesday. So what do you guys want us to ask her? Obviously, we're going to ask all the prerequisites. What made you get into football? What is it like playing in a women's league? What is it
Her
like?
career.
She runs a foundation as well that promotes women's sports and stuff like that. So obviously, we're going to ask her all sorts of stuff about that and promote that. But I'm going to ask her what her favorite, if she has a favorite NFL team, stuff like that. But if you guys have any specific questions that you want us to ask her, just let me know. I'll take specific pictures of your questions and fucking ask her and shit. So
I kind of, I got a few questions for her too. I don't want to expose them too much. I want to write them down. Maybe
sure. We still gotta leave.
But I got a few interesting questions for her relating to like the football league, and two like relating around the football league. That's stuff like the NFL, NBA, and MLB have to deal with too.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shoot me those tomorrow so I can get her out, get questions out to her either tomorrow or Saturday night.
Oh, hell yeah.
Has like a second to prepare and shit.
Something I want to bring up, we might, just tap on it when we get to the episode later on in the week. Albert Pujols. You see what happened with him, man?
Yeah. But there's so he gets cut but he's retiring potentially.
So everyone was like blowing it up on SportsMe and all that stuff, and didn't really like read into it too quick.
Sure.
They just saw like, oh my god, Albert Pujols isn't like on the team.
Right.
He he's been hitting 198. He's not playing the absolute best so far. Mind you, he still has 5 home runs and like 18 RBIs this season, which is like one of the top, or not 18, maybe like 15 RBIs, which is still like tops in the league for most of the categories. He's just not hitting well average wise. And they designated him to assignment. And then ultimately, after the designation to assignment, they cut him. So it was like a respecting, not just like, oh, you're just cut. We're just like,
right, fuck you, goodbye.
I wouldn't even say like a fuck you, goodbye. They were trying to make it seem like, oh, go work on something. Oh, he didn't work out. We had to cut him, instead of just like straight up cutting him.
Right.
I mean, mind you, he might go to another team. I doubt it. I mean, he's been in the league 11 years. He's been in 11 years with St. Louis and another 9 with the Angels.
Right.
So,
so real quick, Kolbs is gonna set one of us up to get in trouble.
Why?
Ask her legitimately if she thinks she can compete in the NFL. But yes, I definitely, to be honest with you, Kolbs, I do want to ask this question because there's a conversation that needs also, yes, I think there's a conversation that should be had about women's sports and why it's not to the same level as men's, because it should be. To be honest with you, and I think I've said this before on the podcast, but I enjoyed watching women's March Madness far more than I did men's. I thought it was more physical. I just liked it more, to be 100% honest with you. So I think that maybe not worded exactly like that first part, but I did take a picture of it. But secondly, I do want to know how she did, whether it be level, whether it be shook him out his shoes, take his ankles, whatever, because I guarantee you women can do that to men. I agree with the overall sentiment of it's just biology. We have testosterone. Me and my wife have spoken about this. We could work out at exactly the same rate in exactly the same way for the exact same amount of time. I'm going to come out bigger, stronger, faster because testosterone, that's what builds muscle.
You're going to lose more weight. You're going to fucking build more muscle. You're going to, yeah.
That's not to say that women cannot be as competitive as men. That's not to say that women's sports should not be as highly regarded as men. That is not to say that there are individual women that can compete with men. I'm not saying any of those things that can't happen. I'm just saying
There are those freaks of nature that can just
have you
go
seen Nick
beyond the
Mangold's
limit.
sister? Have you seen Nick Mangold's sister? She is an Olympic weightlifter. Yes, she could whoop 70%.
I still say it right now. Amanda Nunes can beat the ass off the straight breaks off of probably the most men in the world.
Yeah,
straight beat the brakes off of them.
And yeah, Coles, I definitely agree. I mean, the overarching thing is to obviously be respectful. 100%. It is just there's gonna be a lot of divisive conversation, I guess, is what I'm getting at. You know, because it is such women's sport is such a divisive thing, especially when it comes to the NFL. But yeah, and I agree with you. The mindset, you know, I've referenced this before on previous episodes. We interviewed NFL tight end Hakeem Valles, played for the Cardinals, played for the Lions, and he straight told us, when you're at that level, there's not really a huge difference between Odell Beckham and, say, any other receiver in the league. It's that mindset. You're 100% right. It's the mindset.
That Mamba mentality.
Exactly. I can make plays. I can do this. But physically, when we're talking about the 0.01% in the world, you know, of athletes. So, no, I agree 100%. DZ staying up past his bedtime. I appreciate you coming. I don't think women could be great in the NFL, but I think they could be special. Yeah.
Honestly, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's her Sarah Fuller? She's already proven it. And mind you, first of all, she fantastic soccer player. Like
100%. Multiple time, like, national champion.
Fantastic soccer player.
Yep.
And I wouldn't doubt that she makes the Olympic team or the U.S. national team very, very soon. And she's already proven that she can mollywop a fucking football about 57 yards.
What's up, Boda Sports? Joining us on Instagram Live. No.
What up, Boda?
I 100% agree. And to DZ's point here, there is women's football leagues. The fact that there is or isn't those isn't the problem. It's the fact, much like we saw in March Madness, the difference between men and women. We as a society do not put the level of respect or the level of interest into those things.
The issue with the women's versus men things that I also see that's a big problem is that, yes, we want the equality for both a women's league and a men's league, or just women and men's in general, however you want to put it. But people go too in depth saying, like, oh, they should join the man's league. Like, right. I look at it as a straight safety thing. Like, are you sure? Like, no matter how physically athletic you can be, at some point, you are not going to be able to take a hit from a man that they take on the field. Sure. So, yes, I agree. Like, yeah, have your own league and be equal to men in that state. But to play on the same field with the man, that's just a safety issue at that point. That's just
I've got a counter to that, because I hear you and I don't necessarily disagree. Thank you, Boda. So Boda's got to run real quick to record something. He just wanted to swing in and support. Appreciate it, my dog. But to your point, Hector, and I don't necessarily disagree with you, so let me say that. But you've seen the very same clip that I have of Chad Ochocinco trying to go out and block Ray Lewis. Get his ass.
Oh, that shit is gold.
That's a safety thing.
But that's a man. That's a man.
He could never go out.
But that's a man to a man who can.
But hold on. But are they? But they're both. Let's kind of in a joking way. They're both consenting adults, are they not?
A woman
goes out there to run a slant, and she knows, right? You don't make it to the NFL. Say we have, just hear me out. Say we have a world where women can compete in the NFL, like completely at any position, doing whatever they want. You don't get to that level without saying, I've got to run a slant across the middle of the field. I have to take the ball and run through the A gap. I have to blitz as a Mike linebacker. You don't get to that position without knowing what's about to happen next. So if she's consenting and everybody else consents, at what point do we stop protecting people from themselves and let it?
I get it. I get it. I don't ever see it get to the NFL point because I see it. They let the Mighty Mikes do it, and you might see the occasional girl on a JV team in high school do it. But at a point when you get to varsity, you're not going to see that girl on that team.
Well,
you know
so
why? It is a safety issue. So no matter how physically ready she is, or the consent that you want for her to be on that field, if she gets hit by a man with that adrenaline at the wrong time, it is over. It is over for her.
Then here's my thing. I want you to petition the Philadelphia Eagles to cut Devonta Smith for safety issues.
He is a man.
No, he's not. He's 165 pounds. He's not a man.
It is physical. No, you're going weight. No, stupid. Shut up. You're going weight. You're 200, 300 plus pounds. I'm 170 pounds. You're going to tell me that go ahead, try me.
But I'm telling you, then why is it a safety issue for a woman at 165 pounds to run the same position as Devonta Smith?
It's just the fit. No matter how physically fit she is, remember, she's going against another specimen of an athlete that is a man that has just that physical ability to have the strength more than a woman that can really hurt that person.
I agree at a biological level, but when we're talking safety concerns, and I hear what you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing with you that there are safety concerns, but if we're going to run the same level of logic, Devonta Smith should not be in the National Football League.
So then no one under 200 pounds should be in the fucking NFL.
Then if that's
what you're saying, so that means that means half the wide receivers, half the running backs, half the QBs in the league can't play. Half the CBs in the league, half the safeties in the league. That means it's gonna be a fucking 7-on-7 with 5 linemen and another lineman.
No, I get it. And that's all.
It makes no fucking sense, bro.
Football is really about linemen. But I got to get to some of these comments here because I feel bad. I've been letting them slip because this has been good. DZ a while ago said the WNBA shouldn't get as much hate as it does, but they don't deserve to get as paid as much because they don't bring in the same amount of money. DZ at this moment. No. Hold on. I agree. Because statistically and percentage-wise, Sue Bird makes percentagely the same amount as LeBron. But the issue isn't what Sue Bird is getting paid compared to LeBron. It's why they're not making the same amount of money. So yes, I agree with the argument, but the conversation is deeper. Why?
Because they're not putting the money into the league.
Because there's no money to be put into the league.
No, because they're putting it into the NBA. That's why.
Well,
did you not just see college? Did you not just see college basketball? How the women's fucking gym, weightlifting gym compared to the men's. So you telling me you didn't have the space, you didn't have the money, you didn't have the time, but yet you put all the space, time, and money into building the guys for their fucking March Madness, right? That is fucking unfair. And more than half the fucking college basketball money comes from women's March Madness, not men's, because women's March Madness is where the money's at. Not men's.
I agree with you. And that's what I'm saying is we have a societal issue where we're placing men's sport on this pedestal and that women's can't reach it. And that's the conversation we have. Hoove, what's up, boy? I love having you here. And Hector.
Yes, Hoove. I liked it. Yes.
And yes, Pete, I did know that. And I actually did also play against a female player.
I did know that too.
So I actually played against a female player from Warwick. When I was younger, because they're all fucking corn-fed. Careful, Zach, I'm only 170. I understand that.
Damn, Cobes, you're my weight, but like 60 inches shorter.
One podcast host from that. How did you get a show? Also, I agree with Zach 100%. I'm in 8th grade. So how I got an NFL player on here is I saw him on TikTok, and I DM'd him. To be 100% honest with you, I believe in Wayne Gretzky. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I DM everybody on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. I'll DM the fucking president of the United States. I don't give a shit because if they don't answer me, I've wasted nothing. And if they do,
I've hit up
I have
Obi.
a fucking,
I've hit up Obi Topping, Stephen A.
Yep.
Smith. I've hit up Jackson Hayes, James. Well, I speak to James Karinchak.
yeah,
And my brother speaks to James Karinchak regularly.
Yep.
But you know, we just gotta fucking throw it out, sound, you know, intellectual and interested and smart, and give your own take, and hopefully they reach back out.
Boda says, I want to hate Hector as a Yankees fan, but goddamn does he have good points. So again, Hector, Boda can't see you on the Instagram live, but he can hear you. So
Boda, I love you, but I love you, Boda, for fuck Boston. Fuck Boston.
If this is James,
but we can agree, fuck Houston. We can agree, fuck Houston.
Yeah, we can all agree on fuck Houston. And Christy just had the ultimate disrespect of the night, which is calling Hector Stephen A. Smith. So I think we should give
that's out. It. She's sleeping in the spit. When we're done here, she's sleeping in here.
I think we should. I think we should give out an award whenever we do live for who can call you Stephen A. Smith the fastest.
Oh, shut up! No, because then you just gave everyone. First thing is they're gonna be Stephen A. Smith.
Comments.
Leave it to Jonah or you. Leave it to Jonah and you. Leave it to Jonah and you. Come
on. By the way, Hoove says happy anniversary. I think I've already told you both that.
You too, Hoove, because I know you said yours is coming up.
Oh well, Hoove, if it's your anniversary, happy anniversary.
He said it was a couple days after ours, so.
Who, with all due respect to Christy, it's really me that's been keeping him happy in this relationship. You know, I do the things that she won't do.
It's not Zach. It's the booze. Santana A. Smith. I like that.
Santana that's actually super Smith. Clever.
Hoove is one of the most interesting men in the world. Smart his impersonations, his intellect, it's just everything is just fucking money.
You need to change your Facebook name to Santana A. Smith.
Like, oh man, I should.
And yes, should. It is ungodly amounts of alcohol that keep Hector happy.
And weed.
And weed. Pounds and pounds of ganja.
The goods. I mean, don't call me Snoop or Wiz. They'll outsmoke me for sure. But I do smoke a lot.
Oh shit.
So
I appreciate that little debate there. That was a pretty good one.
No, that was a decent one. That was a very decent one.
I mean, so you're wrong, but
okay, so I got another good one. I got another good one to start up right now.
Sure.
You want to talk about this Jake Paul Mayweather? Did you see the video
where he snatched his hat and ran away like a little bitch?
Yo, no, but so it wasn't the older brother. The older brother's the one that's fighting Floyd. It was the little brother who went, and apparently he wanted his hat for like a memorabilia or something, and he like tried to make it seem like he didn't do it on purpose. But you know for a fact he went and trolled him and just was doing it to fuck with him.
Right. Real quick,
I
gotta
see it
on DZ. So what he's referencing, Hector, since you're not on TikTok, is somebody put out about the Michael Carter and Michael Carter 2 thing. Somebody made a joke that did the Jets draft the wrong Michael Carter, as in they were supposed to draft Michael Carter the second instead of Michael Carter the first, but they fucked up and then tried to cover their tracks by drafting Michael Carter the second. And that's
a theory. That's a theory.
Right, it's a theory, right? And I follow the guy on TikTok, and he was just kind of fucking around. But so I stitched the TikTok and said, well, yeah, they probably fucking did, because that's a Jets thing that they would do. If any team would fuck up drafting a player of the same name, it's the New York fucking Jets.
I don't know.
To answer DZ, no, they didn't. I firmly believe they went after Michael Carter, the running back, first for a reason. But
now that you mentioned the Jets are the first team to sign the first player out of the 259 people in the draft.
I saw that. It was the
safety, Jaman Sherwood, whatever.
Sherwood, yeah.
They signed him for 3 years, $4 million.
I don't remember specifically yet, but I did.
It was
see
under. It was under
that-
4 mil. It was like 3 point something mil, but it was a 3-year deal. Nothing's guaranteed
right
until after I think the first year or two. Then they can try to make some guarantee money.
Right. So I'm not gonna lie, Colbs. When I saw this coming at first, I was super pissed because I thought for some reason and for no reason you were calling me out. But I see that you're talking about Floyd Money Mayweather. But yes, he was exposed. That hairline was rough. But no, man, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care if it's you or your brother, and you snatch my hat off my head while we're trying to have a heated discussion or whatever,
You catching a 2-piece.
it's on site. It's
Catching a 2-piece.
the definition of on site.
Catching a 2-piece. No, but it was funny because you could tell. You can see in the video he was just trolling the shit out of him. He was just like, oh, got your nose. He was like, oh, got your hat, and just like try to run away. Like, bro, you're a bitch.
So
like, I got catch the L already.
I got a question for you, and I know it's something that Jeff has brought up on Sports Me, but we haven't really had a chance to talk about it. Is the Paul brothers the best thing for boxing? Like right now, not of all time, maybe, but right now, are the Paul brothers the best thing that have happened to boxing in at least a long time?
No.
And yes, K-Sub, I cannot wait for him to get fucking dead. And why do you say no? Because the last time we talked about boxing before this?
People don't talk about people don't talk about boxing a lot, but people that like boxing talk to each other about boxing a lot. I have grown up my entire life growing up in the city, coming up here. I grew up 5-6 years old, staying up till midnight, 1-2 in the morning, watching Tito Trinidad, the Puerto Rican great, win his titles, knocking out motherfuckers. I watched De La Hoya at his greatness, knocking out motherfuckers. I watched Lennox Lewis. I watched Mike Tyson. I watched, Evander Holyfield. I watched those fights.
Right.
I got to witness those fights. I bought the pay-per-view.
Circle though.
Now
expanding that.
There's still people that love boxing. Trust me, if boxing wasn't loved, it wouldn't be around. There's boxing still there. What it is now is you got these clout chasers that think they can. I get it. Like Mama said, you can do anything you wish you can do. And I get it. Anyone can have the physical ability. Right now,
my mom always told me to take my finger out of my nose.
Right now, I can put the beard down, start going to the gym, start picking up boxing, and bam, I'm an amateur boxer, and I like to train boxing. Am I going to go out there and be like, yo, I'm a professional boxer, Floyd Mayweather, I could fuck you up? No, I'm not stupid. Right. These guys are just clout chasing. They just want the bag. This is not right. They don't care about boxing. They care about making an image for themselves. They care about just being famous and trying to get money. They don't care about the sport. They give no fucks. And then what happens is that you're opening this up to the other fucking idiots and degenerates younger than us that eat this shit up.
This is perfect that you're saying
they fucking just eat it up like they do with TikTok and Snapchat and all the other fucking stupid shit. They eat it up and think that like, oh, we get a trophy for fucking everything. Cut it out, man. Why don't those two boxers right now, Logan and Jake Paul, they think they're so fucking great, right? Please, please, please. I put it for anyone out there. Get in the ring with Canelo Alvarez.
I bet you he would.
Get in the no, he would, because he's gonna get the bag.
But he's
gonna get the bag.
Young people saw them on TikTok, and I will say YouTube, Christy, first. So they're gonna bring a younger crowd to boxing. I agree with you that they're not real boxers. I would never pretend that they are. And I agree with you that they get whooped anytime that they go. And I agree with your assessment.
Why should they go into
fame? But
why should they, just because they're TikTok, YouTube sensations, that they should just go from that to be able to have a professional boxing career when you got guys that have put years in the fucking ring to try to get a shot and they don't get no shot. They don't have no fucking clue in the world who those guys are, and they can fucking mop those two fucking brothers easily.
Because $100 bills, y'all. Money makes the world go round.
Come on. Get out of here. They don't care about boxing, man. They don't give a fuck about boxing.
And I agree with you. Just to get up on some comments, man. And I agree with you, Colbs. It's about revenue. And I think that's the problem that Hector's having, is it's all about revenue. K-Sub, I agree with you 100% that these are just exposition matches. But I do think that more
okay, so they're exhibition matches, but their records count. Get the fuck out of here.
I agree with K-Sub even more that if they faced a real boxer, they would get worked. No one's saying, I would never say that they would win a fight, but I am saying that the attention that this draws, I will tell you.
Yo, I got something better. I don't even want them.
I have never spoken about boxing in my entire fucking existence more than since those two dipshits fucking joined.
But that's why, because these fucking idiots. Like, I don't feed it.
That's the point.
That's why I don't feed it. That's why I don't feed it. When people are like, "Oh, Jake Logan Paul, yo, fuck those dudes." I don't even want to talk to you about it. Yo, fuck those dudes. I don't even want to talk to you. I'm not feeding into the bullshit. You know what? Fuck Canelo Alvarez. Don't even put him against them. Yo, I tell you right, Shakur Stevenson will mop the floor with the motherfuckers. Shakur Stevenson will drop them both at the same time. Is that what I said?
And DZ, we love our lives even more than our regular videos because this is what it's like in real fucking life. This isn't like some show that we're putting on because people are watching. Nobody could be here.
I'm very intense.
There could be no fucking comments. This is what happens. This is a real thing between Hector and I.
No, yeah. Look, I got my stress ball.
I got some stress balls. So
I got his ball.
Let's see. Do I think
Mel Kiper? No,
because he's
a guru.
So let me tell you something.
He got no football.
Go look into the NCAA football selection committee. You will find one beautiful and amazing Condoleezza Rice. Condoleezza Rice is a woman, has obviously never played college football before, and B, used to be, I believe, the Secretary of State for the United States of America. She has no football experience, and somebody asked her about that once when she took the job on the selection committee. They said, "You've never played a day of football, coached a day of football in your life. What makes you think you'd be an expert?" She goes, "I've also never been Russian, but I'm the world's foremost leading expert in Russian affairs." You don't have to play the fucking game or coach the game to understand the game. I have played the game, but only at a high school level. I have coached the game, but I've coached 7-year-olds, and I guarantee you, I have forgotten more football than you ever have. And that's not to be an insult on you. That's simply to say Mel Kiper has been doing this for fucking 30 years. And yes, he gets it wrong. He was there from draft number 1. Mel's been around for a bit. So just because he has no football experience, I disagree. And to say he has no knowledge just because he gets some things wrong, I would have to go ahead and rebuke you on that. Look,
he gets a lot of things right.
Scouting from college to the NFL is a fucking crapshoot. The games are completely fucking different sports.
The man probably has no life.
Yeah, I guess especially around this time, for sure. For sure. And you know what? Christy making good points. Kind of going back to boxing. I apologize about the football reprieve. Whatever they plan on doing with the boxing career is working. Whether you love them or you hate them, you're still talking about them. Look, all publicity is good publicity.
I stopped. You brought it up. Nope. Change the subject.
But you've been here. You've been here.
And yes, she's just stirring the fucking pot, and I'm gonna deal with her ass when we get off.
Ooh, bring the lube.
We got enough
to counter Christie's point. It draws attention to boxing, but not the WBA. And you are right there, K-Sub. I will give you that counter.
Women boxing.
No, not World Boxing Association.
I thought you
not all W's mean. I don't even know boxing. And I know what the WBA is. But no. And to Kevin.
Oh, there's different with the boxing associations. There's a lot of different associations too.
There are, but it's much like the UFC.
Like I don't understand I don't understand how the middleweight, like each class has about like 4 or 5 different fucking titles in each class.
For sure. And to go back to Mel Kiper, I understand getting some wrong, but in the Burrow class in the first round, I got 20 straight picks wrong. Okay. That is 1 year out of 30, at least 30 that he's been doing. And look, man, drafts get fucking weird as shit. Do you remember when the Browns were going to take Sam Darnold #1 and it was a lock and there was no way on God's green earth the Browns would not take Sam Darnold, and it's a lock. Sam Darnold's the #1 coming out of USC, and then Baker fucking Mayfield happened.
You know what? Just like Mel Kiper could get 20 straight wrong, I can go out and win a pick'em league. It's the same fucking shit. It's a fucking guess. You really don't fucking
Why
know.
do I have to hear?
You really no, but that's the point. But that's the point. You really don't fucking know. At any given moment, anyone can guess something right.
It's a roll of the dice, and it's
just you're just looking at the team, the necessity, and what bets fits, and they're trying to tell you this is what I think should happen, not what's going to happen.
You also have to keep in mind, right? So Mel and Adam Schefter and Mike Mayock, before he was the GM of the Raiders, would talk to these NFL insiders and this, that, the third. Do you really think these anonymous insiders are leaking information that the team doesn't want leaked?
Yeah.
Come on. Saying this, I don't believe a goddamn thing
right now.
Any coach, any GM, anybody leading up to the draft, because it's all a bunch of lies. It's all a bunch of bullshit, because whether it was leaked from an anonymous source or not, they want you to think these things. And Mel and all of them can only go off of the information that they have at hand.
Like right now, Aaron Rodgers. You think anything that got leaked from Aaron Rodgers was just leaked? No, he okayed that.
Right.
He okayed that. You think Aaron Rodgers, with his smarts, the man is not hosting Jeopardy without calculating every fucking move in his life.
Right.
He let that leak be leaked.
That group message for sure. You know, there are so many backdoor deals, and you know, I'm watching the movie Draft Day on rerun because I absolutely think it's fucking amazing. Kevin Costner just plays an amazing part here. But there are so many backdoor handshake, spoken word deals out of respect. Like, we see the things that happen on paper officially, or the rumors they want us to know. I guarantee you, nobody, fucking any decision maker leading up to the draft doesn't sleep for 3 weeks straight. That the amount of, I would love to see, honestly, the statistics for coffee consumption 3 months leading up to the NFL draft, and then posting an NFL
Look
draft.
At Adam Schefter over the years. Adam Schefter, you could tell, got his fucking hair done because it looks fake as hell. You could tell he hasn't slept in about 7 years because his eyes are like this. And he's just like, every time on ESPN morning, he's like super hyped up, like he just took a rail. He just off a stripper's ass before he walks into the fucking studio.
No, it's a circle. Mike Mayock's doing a rail off of Kiper's ass. Kiper's doing a rail off of Schefter's ass. Schefter's doing a rail off of Rossini's ass. Oh God, if Disney,
I do a rail off of Rossini's ass.
That's gonna get us canceled. Colds, you're not wrong. It is lying season. There's two parts to the NFL season: the actual season and lying season. The problem is that lying season never stops. And DZ, I do and I don't agree with you. And before Hector jumps down your throat, I think this is just an age difference. I grew up with Mel Kiper doing this, right? When there were fucking.
I mean, they do. What's the other guy? I can't think of it at the top of my head.
It used to be Mike Mayock.
No. It's fuck. He's been there for a while. I can't.
Chris Sims just started.
Why is this guy?
Esiason.
No, the other mock draft with Mel Kiper. Fuck. It's Mel Kiper and McShay.
Colb's called it, literally sent it.
McShay.
He said it.
I couldn't. Yeah, he's been around a while too, and he is a younger
Yeah.
I mean,
Todd McShay.
a younger. I mean, he's not technically. He's our age.
Now there's Matt.
While Mel Kiper is older, technically McShay is our age. So
Right.
he's looking for someone to be younger than McShay, even
Right.
though McShay still is pretty relevant to the younger
DZ,
crew.
If you have a chance, watch Good Morning Football. They actually, I do. You're talking about a younger crew. I do enjoy them a lot. And Colbs, this is a daily issue for me. Talk about doing rails off of fucking Diana Rossini's ass. Yeah, no shit. This is a goddamn daily fucking
wouldn't?
fight for me.
She's fine.
This is why we will either make it big with a horde of degenerates.
Oh, we'll never make it to ESPN
Or-
after that,
or
but
we
it's
will
okay. After the comments to
Watch, we
Stephen
get
A.
personal-
Smith and
Right?
Max Kellerman and then Diana Rossini.
Personal DMs from Diana. I demand you take this down. I demand
If she personal messages me like, "Oh, how dare you? You fucked up," because now you just gave me personal access to DM you back.
Opened it.
Let me stop.
You
I
opened
promise
the
it's
whole
not true.
cocaine box.
I promise you it's not true. I'm a little bit more gentler.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's how we got divorced.
Oh man, what we got next? What we got next?
So honestly, just Colb's given a huge face palm. See, you
wait,
think
I want
John
to
is
say
bad.
what?
John can't even curse. John says shiitake mushrooms.
Shiitake mushrooms. I
I'm stuck
fucking
with
love it.
This shit. And here it is. There's the threat. I was wondering when it would happen and from whom it would happen.
Yeah. Don't worry. I ain't scared of you.
Until she bursts in the room and we see you actually die on live.
Really? Because I almost died the other day when I had my second COVID shot and I went head first into the fucking toilet. And she didn't even budge to see if I was okay.
She said, karma.
Like, bro, I was up. I threw up like 2-3 times that night. And the second time I got up, I missed the fucking light switch, tripped, and fucking just like, bam! Like, yo, bro, like 3 o'clock in the morning, like straight, like the dogs jumped up and looked at me and like, you all right, Pops? And she, all I heard was a, and she just flipped over and didn't give a fuck.
So Hoove, and although I think that's hysterical, Hoove just sent on the IG live, and it almost I thought was like an automated message. It was typed so well. We've been, or you've, I don't know if that's a me or an us. I feel like it's an us. Been informally invited to the Hoove Tube Tribunal Fantasy Football League. That's tough. The Tribunal Fantasy Football League.
I feel like I gotta like dress up like Ace Ventura when he was like dressed up in the black and white and he got hit with both arrows and he was like, ah!
Fine, you dress up like that, and I'll dress up as Ace Ventura when he's in the mental home. The fucking tutu.
Fucking A!
Yes, dude. I guarantee that myself and Hector are in.
Yo, that should be our Halloween costumes.
As different versions of Ace Ventura.
Yo.
Wait.
Whoa, I should be the rhino when he's coming out the rhino.
Oh no. So
you could be the rhino.
No, you should be Finkel. You should be Finkel and I should be Einhorn. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Yes. Halloween costumes. Finkel and Einhorn.
Wait. But who's Finkel? Who's Einhorn?
It doesn't matter.
Let me stop. Yo, these people are probably like, all right, we're logging off. We're logging off. Fuck these guys.
Maintained a constant 7. We reached a high of 10 at one point, but we've maintained a constant 7.
One of them is Christy.
And one of them is not Diana Rossini.
No, but probably one of them, Sarah.
No, she's in bed.
Oh,
bro.
Hey, Sarah, get on right now.
We started at 9 o'clock and she's pregnant. She's been in bed.
All right, because it could be 10. It could be 10.
So did I tell you, by the way, we just had a doctor's appointment on fucking Wednesday?
By the way, since everyone just figured out,
Oh, yeah.
Zach's having a baby.
Yeah, well.
Zach's having a baby.
As of this moment, it could change. Anyway,
cut it out.
There. So I don't know. We're fucking like 23 fucking weeks. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I saw the picture. I think 22, 23, right?
Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. I'm just trying to take it day by day at this point. He is so right now he's supposed to be like fucking less than a pound. He is 1.7 pounds, 1 pound and 7 ounces. I'm giving birth to my cash check to fucking retire early. My man's gonna be a whole ass Mike linebacker. Thank you, DZ.
Do you see
Hopefully it works
yourself?
So, well, all right. Hold on. In my defense, have you seen my father? Have you ever met my father?
I have, but it's been years, bro. Like, come on.
6'6".
It's been years.
My family is huge, bro. Like my father's side of the family. I stare at them.
I think I've honestly, damn, and it's weird because I've known you for like
15 years. Oh, see, she came in to whoop that ass. She said, "You best stop talking shit in here. I'm gonna stick it right in, no lube."
No,
I saw her. She walked over. She's monitoring you, isn't she?
Upstairs from this room, from my upstairs neighbor is the baby's room.
Oh, so Christy's trying to be polite. Right above me is my pregnant sleeping wife, and 20 feet to the other side is my 5-year-old.
But I lost my train of thought.
You were talking about knowing me for years, and
oh yeah, for knowing you for so long, I only met your dad and mom maybe like twice.
Wait. I'm talking my dad, not my stepfather.
Oh yeah. Okay, never mind.
My mother, although my father is my stepfather, if you dig what I'm saying.
I same here.
You know, so
but yeah, no, so yeah, I never actually
you might have
met
seen
your
my dad
father.
at like senior night. He walked me out on senior night, that giant fucking tree. Yeah, so my father's side of the family are giant Irishmen. So I'm actually like over on my mother's side, they're all itty bitty Italians, and I'm a giant. But on my father's side, I'm a fucking Oompa Loompa. And my younger sister Pete, her name is Rita, but we call her Pete. And she's right. You don't want to. He is kind of a dick. So if you can imagine me without the humor, like I'm a funny dick, he's just kind of a dick.
A dick.
Yeah. So let's see. So by the way, who's been on here on Instagram Live, and I just have so he'll tell us the concept. The league starts with a draft between players. Each week is head-to-head. After week 1, the top 3 scorers earn a spot in the tribunal. The top scorer each week can choose a player to forcibly bench against their will for that week to a team outside of the tribunal. The other top scorers are safe from using a power card. Ooh.
The fuck, we're playing fucking World of Warcraft?
That is.
I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting. It does sound very, very interesting. So the top 3 guys can't be touched, but the top guy can force a player off a team that's not at the top 3 that they can't play.
They can only bench, not off the team,
or
just bench.
Yeah, just can't play at that moment, that week or that game or whatever, however it works for them.
Right.
It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. I'll try it out. I wouldn't mind.
And as far as you go, Colbs, why do you think
PEDs in your ladies
HGH, man?
Colbs, you need PEDs. Let me stop.
Like PEDs. Not in the other things. Anyway.
All right, let's see what else we got. Let's see what else.
Yo, so do you want to talk about them Rangers? I kind of want to talk to you about that because I just think you don't think the issue is James Dolan?
So that comment earlier was fucking gold, bro. Fucking gold. I wish we could have like Snapchatted that combo we had in that comment and just like fucking clip it into this. Because that shit was just iconic.
Says that alliances become very important. I definitely agree. And the three of us, I'm just planting the seeds of destruction now.
The three of us would be a force. Just know that there are many forces.
And Colbs, I agree. It was a hell of a Donnybrook. But no, so I'm sure, Colbs, you know the preface to everything that's going on. So actually, before the Tom Wilson incident with the Rangers, well, I guess Tom Wilson
frozen. Okay, there you go.
You're a little behind.
But
So the Tom Wilson situation happened first, and then Dolan fired the president and GM of the Rangers after building a pretty decent team. And then the NHL, the Tom Wilson hit happened, where he dumped Panarin on his neck.
No, it wasn't Panarin. Oh yeah, it wasn't Panarin, but it started with him hitting
Buchnevich.
Yeah, in the back of the head.
Right.
Which was completely uncalled for. Like, bro, like
right.
that was the man didn't even start anything.
Right. And then Panarin came to put him in a headlock, and Tom Wilson, who was a dirty fuck, dumped him on his neck. Became a whole thing. The NHL originally suspended him. He appealed. He won the appeal, no suspension, $5,000 fine. The Rangers came out against the Capitals, who Tom Wilson plays for. Puck drops. Nobody gave a shit. 6 men dropped gloves, and as Colbs, I'm going to put that back up there. It became a real Donnybrook, a brouhaha, and dropped the tarps, like everything came off.
Bruera.
So then the penalty boxes get filled. The sin bin, you put 3 people aside in the sin bin, and then 2 minutes later,
that's totally against COVID. That's against COVID protocol.
Yeah,
I don't understand how we have to wear masks in the actual arena, but yet you're gonna stick 6 grown-ass sweaty men who probably all have COVID in the same fucking penalty box.
So by the
that
end
is not 6 feet distance.
By 4 minutes and like 30 seconds, there were 6 fucking different fights in that game. Over 100 penalty minutes assessed. By the end of it, Hector, you said 140 minutes of penalties assessed in the entire game. So for reference, there's 20 minutes a period, 60 minutes of ice time, and over 100 of those penalty minutes were assessed in the first 5 minutes. It was a Donnybrook, all right.
And
that he just talked about this. I agree, man. It's
my take on it was like, okay, so the Capitals, Tom Wilson was the one to initiate it and everything, and the Rangers obviously responded back. The next game, this is where I look at Washington Capitals and I'm like, bro, I give you 100% respect because you know what was going to happen and you were 100% ready for it. And you were like, all right, guys, just, you know what? They want to come and stand up for their guys and give them that. Drop gloves and you know what? Fuck it.
So multiple things here. To your comment, so I responded to somebody on TikTok. I actually got to put out that video when I get my phone here in a second because it's on Instagram Live right now. Is they were calling the NFL or the NHL that they should have done more to regulate this and blah blah blah. I
agree.
There's no part in the game. Well, they should have suspended Tom Wilson for sure, but there's no part in the game for what the Rangers did. I'm like, bro, you're soft. Anyway, so that's part number one. Is it's called community policing. It's something that should happen. Secondly, to K-Sub's point. Yes, I know exactly what game you're talking about. Rangers Devils, puck drops and it stays there. 6 gloves. It was the first time I've ever seen something like that in my life, and this was the second. And to HoovTube's point up there on Instagram Live, he says the NHL can't allow a top 10 player like Panarin to get attacked like that. We saw how it affected Crosby.
Well, that's why they put the fucking bench players out there.
Right. Well,
that's why they put them all out there.
He's saying he's more attacking the NHL for their decision to not suspend Tom Wilson because he attacked a top 10 player in a way that
okay, that's where I stop him, because just because he's a top 10 player shouldn't mean that should be a difference. It could be the last man on the goddamn roster. If that's what happened, he should get what he gets. It doesn't matter. I don't care if it's LeBron James. I don't care if it's LeBron James, or it could be the rookie that just got drafted fucking last in the draft. You don't do it.
I agree. I don't think I understand where actually it's Boda. Boda, I'm sorry that I said that you were HoovTube. I am such a dickhead. It's right there in front of me.
It's because HoovTube likes us and Boda's a Boston fan.
So
I love you.
in my defense, both of their logos are black and white, so leave me alone. But Boda, I apologize for naming you. Let me make that very clear. It was Boda Sports, so go follow him as well.
Yeah, James
But
and
he was the
Boda.
one who made that top 10 comment. And Boda, I agree with Hector on this one. Is that I don't think it matters. I get where you're coming from. That the top 10 players, they're the more visible guys, are the guys that make the money in the league. But the rules shouldn't change for those guys versus other guys.
I mean, obviously they're gonna get a little bit more of the spotlight and the shine and the protection, but it shouldn't really make a difference.
Right.
Like, that was just uncalled for. Like, first of all, hockey already gives you the chance of standing up straight toe to toe and throwing blows. So why are you going to throw a blow at a man who can't even see where it's coming from? The man is on the floor already. Not like he took one of your guys out. No, he went for a goal. He went down. So you just wanted to be a dick and throw a punch at him.
So here's the thing. You have a lot of sports that require, so like baseball, right? You can't really get into a fight in baseball. Same thing with football. You require the league to regulate.
The only person in baseball that I actually throw blows is Garrett from the Reds. No, Garrett fuck out of here. Garrett from the Cincinnati Reds, who's already suspended 7 games.
Right. So, but the point being is that in most major sports, you require the league to police it, right? In hockey, there's always been a core set of diehard unwritten rules in hockey, right? I mean, hockey is so much around community policing that there used to be a position called the goon. Like, these are guys now, it has been phased away in today's hockey, but the goon was a guy on the ice that could not play hockey. He could only vaguely skate. He was out there to hurt other human beings, to enforce the rules, the unwritten rules of hockey. Sean Avery was one of the last great enforcers, one of the last great goons. Buka Boom for the New York Rangers. I mean, Kesa, Boda. I'm sure a lot of other hockey guys can name 100 more.
Oh wait, Zach, you got to bring this up on. I don't mean to cut you off, but you got to bring this up on Sports Me because apparently there's someone on Sports Me that think we don't bring up enough hockey and think there's not enough respect.
I called
not
that
enough respect.
He had a New Jersey Devils thing hanging in the background. I said, "Look, man,
I said
but the Devils suck."
Yeah, I was like, it just sounds like someone's complaining being a Devils fan. Like,
so K-Sub is screaming out Sean Avery because he's a diehard Rangers fan.
He's a good one too.
So Sean Avery, again, is the last great enforcer, the last great goon. Sean Avery could not play hockey. I could play hockey better than Sean Avery. He barely knew how to hold a fucking stick. He barely stood up straight on his fucking skates. His job was to literally stand in front of New Jersey Devil goalie Martin Brodeur and wave his arms and legs and stick around like a fucking madman and just
hit anyone.
Because that's what you did. He could skate well enough to stand up and punch you in the fucking throat because that's what you did. Those are goons. I mean, I don't even know Buka Boom's name. K-Sub, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you know Buka Boom's real name? It's not.
You
Buka
just
Boom.
said it. You just fucking.
That's not a real name. That's what they call it. Buka Boom.
I know, because that's all you heard. Boom, boom.
Right, but because that was the thing, the late great fucking enforcers of the NHL. So this is even K-Sub. He can't tell you his real name, but the NHL polices itself in this way. So for people to call it out of place, what happened against the Capitals and the Rangers, you don't understand hockey the way it's supposed to be played. This is what's supposed to happen. Like to your point, there's a reason Ovechkin was not out on the ice to start the game. There's a reason TJ Oshie was not out on the ice to start the game.
And then you know what? They started playing the rest of the game. They went in, they played the rest, they started playing the game, and then the actual starters did their thing.
Right. They did their thing, they got their shit out, and they policed the game within the first. And you know what? I hate Tom Wilson because he's a little bitch.
No, he's a pussy. He's a pussy.
He took his whooping, he took his shit, and he stood up and didn't complain to nobody.
Because
He got
who
hit
was it?
and
Who was
checked
it
and
that
this-
who was it that pulled him for the battle in this game? I think
I don't
it was
remember
Paneri.
who fought him, but I saw Mika Zibanejad gave him a nice little cross check to the kidney, and he said nothing about it, and he just kept it moving.
But
because
the fact
that's the way
I
hockey is supposed to be played.
I just have to and you know what? I love that fact. I love the fact that the NHL didn't step in and they let it happen with no
Well, at a
repercussions.
certain point, after 5 minutes, the refs went up to both.
Well,
coaches
yes,
and
no,
dared you
the
to play
refs,
again.
yeah, the refs,
Right.
the refs made it, but the NHL as a whole didn't go in throwing fines or nothing
Sure.
like that.
Sure.
And
Well, did you see the NHL actually fined the Rangers not for the fights? Because you're right, not for the fights, but because their comments against the NHL were just disrespectful.
Are you kidding me? Okay, so you got a guy that is a top stature in the league for the NHL in
Yep.
in Panarin,
Yeah.
and this happens, and not just him. You also got to talk about the other guy and how he got punched in the back of the head, and
Yep.
you don't step
Exactly.
in, and you think it's okay. Like
Yeah.
this is one of your top guys in the league, and you did not a $5,000 fine.
Well,
Oh, that's
that was-
all we can do.
That's
That's all we
kinda-
can do. A $5,000 fine.
That's kind of to Boda's point before when he was saying, that you can't allow that to happen to a top 10 player. I don't think it matters top 10 or not. But I want to get to this question that I've had.
But if you're so protective of your top 10,
I get
if
it.
you're so protective and you let this happen, what are you telling your other top players? Oh, the NHL don't give a fuck if something happens to me.
I agree. But I don't know if you've seen this question. I want to get up to it because it's been up here for a minute. And it's
I can't see any other questions.
Oh, well. Let me I just put it back up again.
I actually got to
Oh, well, fuck you then.
Game Point.
Yeah, Mike from Game Point Live said, "Does fighting
Yeah,
hurt
fuck that
the
dude.
sport or
Fuck
help
that dude.
it?"
Fuck that dude.
Your
He-
bald-headed ass.
He wanted to talk about Lola Bunny's titties.
Stop it. I was drunk. Leave me alone. Anyway, so this is an important question because this has been a question plaguing the NHL for a minute now, for more than a minute now. And my personal answer is it helps the sport. It's like taking away, I don't know, it's like taking away kickoffs from the NFL. It's an important part of the sport that there's a reason that fighting, there's the penalty box. It's called the sin bin. There's a reason that this is part of it. A, for self-policing, as we just saw, when the NHL doesn't make the right call, teams can self-police like this. And B, I'm telling you, there's nothing better than being in Madison Square Garden, watching the Rangers play the Bruins and dropping gloves. And to K-Sub's point, man, the first time I've ever seen on the opening face-off, everybody drop gloves was the Rangers versus the Devils. It was not live for me, but there was nothing like it. And I'm a diehard football fan, and I've grown up in the Meadowlands. There is nothing like watching a hockey fight at all, period.
Honestly, I have never, and as much as I like hockey, it's not my favorite sport or anything like that, but I do support my Rangers.
Yeah.
I've never been to a hockey game.
Doing it.
Christy has. She's a Rangers fan as well. She has been to a hockey game, and literally the one thing I said, like the minute I said, like, oh, I've never been to a hockey game. I would love to go to a hockey game.
Double date.
I would love to. The first thing she said was like, oh my God, you got to watch them fight.
There's nothing like the Garden. Yeah, and I agree.
She was like, no, my God, that was the first thing. Oh my God, you got to watch them fight.
Yep. And by the way, Kolbs, your friend is raising his child right. Goons are dead. The enforcers
you got to send them to
are
Russia.
dead.
Send them to Russia. They don't even teach hockey. They just teach them how to fight.
He is raising his child right because we need to bring back goons. We need to bring back kids who don't know how to skate, who don't know how to play hockey, who are simply boxers, figure skating boxers.
You ever seen that video? That video on Facebook of the Russian hockey teacher? Bro, they're just sitting there holding each other in their gear and just throwing fucking. They're like 6 years old, just throwing bows at each other.
I mean, it makes sense. At this point, I agree with you. It's something that you cannot get in non-combat sports. You know, again, in football, if you fight, every announcer will cry, every ref will come out and try and break it up. In baseball, they all get out there and push each other.
It's all a pushing game.
They look like a bunch of middle schoolers who fight in front of teachers.
That's
right?
why
Like,
I say Garrett's the only one that's real.
Right. That's what, or CC Sabathia. CC Sabathia was about it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I remember CC Sabathia threw away like his $1 million bonus.
He was literally like a third of an inning away from fucking getting a $1 million fucking bonus.
He was one pitch away. Instead, plunked the batter, threw away his bonus because he was about that lifestyle,
and they gave it to him anyway.
Yeah, man, K-Sub, I agree, man. To Kolb's point, yeah, you know, it's you gotta have fighters out here. And Kolb's, yes, Russians aren't actual people. Russians are like Samoans. They're not real people, not less than people. They're actually superhuman people. They are not real people because they are not born with genetic normalities like the rest of us. Is there any other major topics that you'd like to bring up today, sir? Where we can debate back and forth, or do you want to save it all for Monday?
Oh, I mean, we got a few.
I mean, I've got plenty of time. I got to work at 8.
I'm off tomorrow. I was expecting this to be a 2-hour gig. See, Amir Garrett. See, literally, I told him Amir Garrett, bro. He's a savage. He's the only one in the MLB who literally, no matter if he starts it or not, he's gonna look at you and just be like, "Yo, bro, throw the hands right now." And if you don't, and even if you try to bark back, he's walking off the mound already coming to throw bows at you. Like he's going to throw that first hit.
Right.
It's reckless. He's reckless. I love it.
But see,
shit. Oh, so for I want to talk about that passion real quick.
It's such an ignorant.
I want to talk about a little bit of that passion.
All right. I know Mike from Game Point Live, if he's still on, I know he's on Sports Me. If everybody else can get on Sports Me, it would make this conversation a lot easier. So let me preface because I know where you're going. There has been a conversation surrounding Kyrie Irving and mental health versus loss of passion and all of this stuff. And a lot of what Hector and I have said has gotten misconstrued as we don't care about mental health and Kyrie Irving clearly doesn't have passion, all this shit, when that's not what we said. We said that it looks like he no longer cares about the game when he's playing as nonchalant as he is. Not his play on the court, but the amount of times he plays and the things that he's doing off the court. Do not misconstrue. There has been
Thank you. You said it brilliantly.
There's been a Hugh Hefner who has come on there and tried to run his mouth and rile us up and misconstrue the point because he actually knows Kyrie Irving from those times in the glory hole. So
Brooklyn Nets played Dallas Mavericks earlier.
By the way,
today.
Read this comment real quick because it's super ignorant and I love it.
That's already solidified. That's already solidified. He's gonna be the point guard.
I fucking love Cole.
He's gonna be the point guard. He's gonna be point guard. Throwing darts to the passionless Kyrie Irving and KD.
Terrible. Oh, now the head's coming, but it started off bad.
So, Brooklyn Nets played Dallas Mavericks today. They lost 113 to 109.
Yep.
KD finally back from his long vacation of injuries. 20 points, 9 rebounds, 7 to 21 on the field, which is really garbage, honestly. You shot 33%, really. 0 for 4 from 3. Kyrie, I got to give it to him. With all the passion, I got to give it to him. He dropped a solid 45.
Give me 1 second. Go on a monologue. I'm going to mute myself. I can hear you from the bathroom. I got to hang a piss.
All right. So he dropped a solid 45, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, 7 to 13 from 3, 17 to 31 from the field. He 39 minutes more than anyone else on the squad. You know, with all the passion that everyone keeps saying that he doesn't have, or they keep saying that we say he doesn't have. I mean, he dropped his 45. But yet, this is my thing. Regardless if you're saying that we're saying he doesn't have passion or does have passion for the game, the simple fact is the man can't win on his own. And that's point blank 100% fact. The man cannot do it by himself.
Well, I think in any NBA team, I know it's only 5-man teams, but we've seen with LeBron.
Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out right now. Don't even say like LeBron.
I was going to say it's impossible.
LeBron lifted teams. LeBron lifted teams.
Right.
MJ did it by himself.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he never did.
Cut it out. Cut it out right now.
Pippen.
I wouldn't say he did it. I wouldn't say he did it by himself.
Dennis Rodman.
Cut it out. Cut it out right now, because I just had this argument today. The minute Jordan left that team went 51 wins, and I did it with you. He went 51 wins and then dropped to 31. No one on that team could be the guy that finished the deal.
Right.
MJ needed to do it.
I agree with you. I'm not saying MJ isn't the driving force. I'm not saying MJ or LeBron weren't the guys who brought this team to a level that they don't raise their teammates, because they do. I'm saying nobody can do it by themselves. They have to have other pieces.
I'm just saying, for a guy like Kyrie that everyone's trying to defend, and like I said, and I keep reiterating this, I love Kyrie. I love his game. I think he's one of the 2 best ball handlers I have ever seen in basketball.
For sure.
I think his IQ of the game, his gameplay, his point guard position, phenomenal.
Right.
I just think it's not his dream. It is not his drive. It's become
going to the office at this point.
It is a job.
Another day.
And everyone keeps saying, oh, NBA, basketball's not a job. It is a fucking job. You know why? Because Jalen and Jacoby today, the minute it was funny because Jalen Rose, former NBA star, said it. You show up to your job. You show up to work.
Where about this? This is gonna take a minute. This is gonna get to a place because I have a lot of mixed feelings. So I agree with you, and I agree with Colbs. That this is a job. It is a job, but it's a job unlike any other, right? Like I see where you're coming from, Colbs, and I see where
it's a job like it's a job like any other. That is a fucking job. Unlike any other.
Correct.
That one right fucking there. That is a job unlike any other.
And I understand you, but you're trying to compare a job unlike any other with a job unlike any other. Just because they're unlike any other does not mean they're like each other. You dig what I'm saying?
But you can't. So then don't compare a job unlike any other to any basic person who works any basic life, because everyone has a job. Everyone has a job.
I'm not comparing.
So then am I right? It's a job.
Unlike any
It's a job.
Unlike
it's
any
a job.
other.
No,
it's a job. It is a job.
You're the president of the United States. You're the president of the United States of America. What is that?
A job.
You're an astronaut. What is that?
A job.
You're the king of a country. What is that?
A birthright, technically.
But what do you have to do? A job to protect your country.
I get what you're trying to get at, but each job is different. Just because you label it a job doesn't mean they're the same thing. A job, by definition, is providing goods or services to a company in exchange for pay.
Thank you.
But that doesn't mean they're all the same.
I'm not saying it's the same, but it's a job.
Right. But there are different rules for the job that he has versus the job that I have versus the job that you have versus the job that whoever's on Instagram Live has versus the job that Kolbs has. So they play by different rules. Let me say that first, is that his contract is negotiated between him and the Brooklyn Nets. And I said this at the very beginning, that is between him and the Nets. If the Nets are okay with paying for 30 out of 70 games, then that's between them and God. If Kyrie is okay with that negotiation and puts up more points than everybody else on the planet in that small sample size, that's between him and God. And it has nothing to do with me because the job allows him to negotiate. That point being said, I'm not giving Kyrie a pass because there is mental health. To Kolb's point, we all go through mental health issues at different levels. Me and you go through something different. We have similar terrible experiences, but still they're different. Well, not one greater than the other. They're different. Kolbs goes through something completely different than us. John, Boda, Joe, Queso, everybody goes through a different thing and has mental health issues. I do believe that Kyrie is using that as a blanket statement to kind of get away with things. Okay, I genuinely do believe that.
So I agree with you with, the agreement with the Brooklyn Nets. It's on the Brooklyn Nets.
Sure.
But it is also the job of the NBA because ultimately he's under the NBA. And the NBA has came out and bitched about it and fined them twice. Once just recently.
I agree.
Recently. Instead of 25, they fined them $25,000 the first time. Now $50,000.
And I agree that it's a problem because
so the NBA has came out, who is the ultimate boss, not Brooklyn Nets.
Right.
The ultimate boss came out and said, I don't like what you're doing. Right. You need to change. Oh, but yet you want to go and break protocol and do all this shit. And at the same time, you don't want to show up to media.
Right.
And show up to press conferences.
And I agree.
And give the media the respect that you did in the contract that you signed. You said you would show up to at least half of the media presences that you can.
And I agree.
So you're breaking protocol and then taking more.
And
Get the fuck out of here, Kyrie. Suck my dick.
And I agree with you. Kyrie is the villain here. And I agree with you that although it's between him and the Brooklyn Nets, there are still the fans to consider. I don't care if I pay for nosebleed seats. If I'm paying for Brooklyn Nets tickets, I expect to see Kyrie Irving out on the court because that's what I paid for.
And he's been out 19 games. I looked up his stats today. 19 games as of today. He's been out 19 games.
Right. And that's an issue.
And people are like, oh, his stats. But he's been out 19 games. I would put up those stats if I was out. If I was an NBA All-Star and an NBA champion.
The NBA product is not, again, I understand that players are playing for a championship, right? That's what you do as the individual. But Chad Ochocinco said it. We are entertainers. I'm here to entertain. So the NBA's product is putting their stars on the field or on the court at all times, as many times as they can. With Kyrie sitting out, they are unable to do so, and it becomes a problem. So I agree with you. There is mental health, and I do believe that NBA and any person should be able to take off for mental health, but there is a line that becomes abusing it, and I feel that we've crossed that.
Yeah, like I said, 100%
crazy. He believes that the earth is flat. There's no more
100%. If he actually needs the time, take it. But when you say you need the time and you're getting caught with no mask on, you're breaking protocol, you're at parties, and I don't care if all of the party was a birthday party for his niece or whatever, you're there with like fucking 75 people. Come on. Right. You're smiling, you're joking around, you're not trying to hide it. Like, no.
There's also a level of we put athletes on a pedestal in this country.
And you shouldn't.
In any country. And especially, so we've seen it with domestic violence, rape, all of these other things in the past, but now we're seeing it with COVID protocols in this past year and whatever it's been so far, that certain people with a certain amount of money and certain jobs can get away with whatever they want to, and Kolbs, I said it and you're reiterating perfectly. It's abusing, is what it is. It's abusing the system. It's abusing what the average everyday man can't. And you know what, Mike? To be honest with you, you can have a mental health day.
Yes,
It's
you
called a
you
sick
technically
day.
can.
And you should take a sick day. And let me 100% say this very
I do it. I
loud
did it the other day.
and clear. If, Mike, you are feeling like your shit's too wrapped up in here and you need to take a fucking day, call the fuck out, bro. It's called a sick day. And I believe, based off of what you've told us about your job and what you work, you have full-time benefits and all of those things. Take a fucking sick day. And you know what? And that's another conversation.
Get paid
that we
and just
should have.
relax.
Right. And that's a conversation that we should have in this country, that there should be physically sick days and mentally health sick days, because your brain is a fucking organ. If you broke your goddamn bone, you put a fucking cast on it. Let's not pretend that our brain isn't something. And I will 100% advocate for mental health issues 10 times out of 10, because I don't want to put Hector on the spot, but I know that I speak for both of us when we say we have diagnosed serious mental health issues based off of what we have been through. So, you know what, Mike? You and everyone
see my
who
hair?
listens to
I'm
this,
fucking
if
crazy.
you see your hair,
I'm fucking nuts.
you have nice hair. But if you are having a mental health issue and today, take one. Take one and deal with the paycheck and the other shit later. Because let me tell you, as someone who
if you're having a mental day, hit me up.
It'll run you
Hit me
shit.
up.
Big
If you're having a mental day, just dead ass hit me up. Because sometimes I be lonely as fuck and I just be wanting to talk to somebody.
Big facts, man. We've shouted this out on the podcast multiple times, and although this is an issue to talk about with Kyrie, it is an issue that we as Americans need to talk about, and a conversation that we need to have, because mental health isn't looked at properly. But wrapping this,
I know it got deep into mental health. I just wanted to shout out that the Nets lost.
Well, I was gonna say, wrapping this back to the original point is that mental health is a conversation, but Kyrie is abusing it,
and he can't hold it down by himself. They lost.
Right, 100%. He can go out there and throw up as many points as he wants, but in the end, the Knicks
man could throw up The man could throw up a record 101 points, and they probably still lose.
The Knicks are going to sweep him in the playoffs.
Oof, bold move, but I'm going with you.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
I'm going.
Anyway, Colbs, you have hit us. Everyone can read this.
Yeah, but you see, Colbs, I agree with that 100%. But that's the thing. It's human fault and human error. How can you tell if someone's actually sick or if they need the mental day? That's the thing right there.
Right. And I agree with Hector in that point. Is it's almost impossible to
You can't assess that.
And there will be people who abuse the system.
You'll always find a loophole. People are smart. People adapt. You're
in any way, in any system, there will be people who abuse it. But you shouldn't have that system just because there'll be people who abuse it. Like I will say, I just started a job. I'm now the business development manager of a water and mold flood remediation company. And I just literally started on Monday. And I told them that, hey, I have this doctor's appointment for my wife. So I get paid hourly. I don't have benefits, but my job is to make everybody money. So yes, if I don't work, they don't have to pay me. But if I don't work, they don't make money, right? Like I'm a very capitalistic human being. My existence is built around making other people money. I'm a very valuable human in that aspect, right? I live on making people money. But the point being is that I told them, hey, I have this specific kind of doctor's appointment. I need off, and there was no question. So you need to work with your employer to be like, hey, whether it's in my sick days, whether it's this, or this, it's a case-by-case kind of basis thing. And there will be people who abuse it, but it doesn't mean that you should take away everybody else's ability to do so.
Excuse me.
Jesus Christ, coronavirus.
Why you think I'm fucking confined in this room? Let me stop.
Yeah, man, that's the way it works, Mike. You know, sometimes you just gotta fucking reset, man. I was with Sleep Number for 3 years, making them $1 million a year in a store that did $1.8 million a year. So I get it. I get it. Sometimes you just gotta start over for the betterment of you, you know? It's about putting on your shoulders what you need to put on your shoulders and showing your worth for what you are.
That's a fact. And and literally, Zach, I spoke to you earlier today, not to give anything away or say anything. I'm in that same situation. I might have to make a complete change or might not. I don't know. I'm still in the process of figuring out all my options, but
Yeah.
I might make a complete different career change.
Yeah. Yeah, he's you know, on Walden and 208 meets 52 there. Hector's gonna invest in being on that corner.
Yeah,
He might
so
buy himself
I'm
a nice
switching.
refrigerator box and get himself a glory hole.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
switching.
footballism.
I'm switching over from the Middletown Buffalo Wild Wings over to the intersection of, like he said, 52 and 208.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a terrible corner. Now that I think of 208 and 52, it's just the first thing that came to mind in Walden.
I mean, it is a trashy corner, so it fits.
So I just want to shout something out real quick. So the footballism is on our Instagram live. And I know you can't see this, man, and I apologize for not knowing your actual name. But the I'm always open shirt that I have, that black shirt that kind of has like the Taco Bell kind of like neon to it and says always open, came from the footballism. And you can't see it there on Instagram live, but everybody who is on our Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube can see the flag in the background hanging in Hector's window of the football field with the footballism's logo there. So for everybody who hasn't heard me say it 48,000 times by now, check out the footballism. He's on Instagram, TikTok. He has his own shop. Definitely go check him out. He's got some really cool apparel and gear and shit. So, you know, always shouting out people who do us good. So here we go. Mike, it was either starting my own business, doing what I do, or give this company true. My wife is pregnant with number 2. Congratulations on the pregnancy, man. Congratulations. I'm sorry that there's going to be another
point. She let you hit it twice?
Man, you got
she let you hit, yo, she let you hit it twice?
You got her drunk twice, didn't you, boo? So I made a decision, put that aside. Show for now. Hey, man, good
props
for you.
to you. Props to you, man.
Good for you for putting your family first and taking the solid paycheck. But in the future, when you have a chance, let me be the first person to say, chase the dreams, chase your company, whatever it is.
Honestly,
me and Hector will do our best to support you and purchase whatever product or service you're selling, bro. And footballism, fire emojis, and appreciate the sport. Sorry, the table's shaking around. I have it on a beer pong table in my living room here. Of course, brother.
And game point, like first of all, congrats on the number 2 thing number 2 over there. Hopefully it's not the same sex. I think I don't know if you have a girl or a boy first, but if it's 2 girls,
yo,
damn.
So hold on, Cole. I'll get to your comment. Yo.
Oh my god. Damn.
Mike, that's good. I love that
okay.
Shit,
okay, that's funny. Good. That's funny. But congrats anyway. Call little Michael Jordan if he's not yours.
Yo, Zach. Zach is a Zachary. Great name. Great name. Hold up. I also got to shout something out here. Colbs must be drinking because he's getting real bold right now. Colb's got to be drinking. He said, "Where is our shout out? You want a vacation?"
Bitch, with us? I gave you a shout out earlier today. I gave you what last episode?
Last episode, every episode. Colb's out here trying to be ignorant.
I heard that. I heard that last episode. I didn't hear no shout out.
So here's the issue, and I meant
to shout out in that last episode. I didn't in their last episode. Did you hear shout outs? That
I didn't. Actually,
not you didn't listen. Yeah, you didn't listen. You know why? Because they stopped giving us shout outs.
No, hold on. I did it in the most recent the roundtable of sports, and I was listening on the way to work. And when I got to work, I meant to send him something, send the group chat something about, because he made a comment. He said something about the Jets and that he was sorry, Zach and Hector. And I meant to say some dumb shit to him, and I forgot as soon as I got to work because I'm a complete piece of shit. But yes, Coles, and we know you're drinking. We know you're a degenerate fuck like we are. So, you know.
Of course.
And
I'm ready.
football,
I'm still waiting for the day that we all meet up. We go out for drinks,
no.
and me and Coles takes out
Perfect
like
thing.
6 motherfuckers by ourselves.
And poor me and John. Like that's the
Poor
issue.
you and John. You're gonna take out another like 5.
So here's the thing for
To
all like
10.
six people listening is John and Hector on the podcast are the same people, right? They are chaotic and barely controllable, whereas Cobes and I are the same people who are trying to maintain some sort of semblance of sanity. But in
me and
real life,
Coles,
Hector and Cobes are the real, like they're gonna go fight somebody. I'm gonna try and get my way out of it, and John's just too
buy
goddamn
us out.
goofy and
He's gonna buy
lovable.
us out. He's gonna buy us
Right.
out, or squeeze us out of it somehow.
But hold on, real quick. The footballism is asking the most important question of the night. Is what is our drink of choice? Well, the footballism. This is not a paid sponsorship.
Yingling out of a can?
Yingling.
How disrespectful!
I know. I'm sorry. It's cheaper. But interrupting
It
my
is.
notch commercial. Hector is drinking Bud Light, but the real Pennsylvania brewery is Yingling Lager. So drink like your favorite podcast and shit.
When I'm going cheap, I got Bud Light. If not, I'm usually drinking Yingling. Sometimes I dip into the Stella. I'll buy some IPAs.
Do you want to know why Stella is one of
Whiskey.
my favorite beer?
You want to make me happy? Whiskey. You want me to take my pants off? Whiskey.
Do you want to know why whiskey? Stella is one of my favorite beers.
Because it's Stella.
It smells like weed to me.
It does. It does. It does.
So the actual answer to all the important questions is Mike is just getting super outnumbered.
2 boys. Sweet. Good shit, Mike. That means you got good genes. You don't have to worry about that stress. You don't have to worry about going to jail at like
Boys
fucking.
are the
You have to worry.
stressful.
You have to worry about going to jail at 50 because you have to kill some fucking 15-year-old from trying to
Jail
like
at
touch your
50.
daughter's butt or some
Jail
shit.
at 50. Let me do this in the most legal way possible.
I-
I'm a foster father, so I can't specifically mention names of what we will call FD2, foster daughter 2. She is 5 years old and in our care for a little bit now. I can't give too many specifics, so cut me some slack. But she has recently come to me and told me that her lover boy, and we'll call him Jay, her lover boy Jay at school is the love of her life. The other night, so I called both my wife and her my
Ooh.
love because I love this.
Ooh. I'm
I
gonna end
can-
him.
I can only call him Jay, right? That's what I said.
End
So I
him.
looked at her and I was like, she said, Daddy. And I said, what's up, my love? And she goes, I'm not your love. I love Jay.
Girl, you love PB and J. That's what you love. You love PB and J.
I've worked in a maximum security. I don't mind being on the other side of the bars. Don't fuck with me. So after that, so this is, I said a couple of weeks ago, this is like 2 months ago. So after that, we go to pick her up from school because we had somewhere to be. We get her and she's waving hi goodbye to her friends and shit. We get her in the van and she's like, oh, Dad. I said, what's up, sweetheart? My heart. I said, excuse me? She goes, that was Jay, my lover boy. I hopped up out the car. Sarah snatched me by my neck, snatched me by the fucking
Yo,
nape of
I
my
got
neck.
words for you.
Yo, she's like, get in this car. I said, nope, kid's about to die today. Ain't what? No, you don't have to wait till you're fucking 50 to go to jail. Anyway, again, the footballism is the real hero here. He's asking
someone's
what-
gonna die tonight.
right? I look, trust me, I know what maximum security inmates live like. I don't mind being one. The footballism is asking, what is y'all's favorite IPA? To be honest with you, I I lived in Milford, Delaware, literally in the back parking lot. It was like on the other side of the parking lot of Dogfish Head. So Dogfish Head 60-minute IPA is pretty
Ooh,
delicious.
that's a good one.
It is a good one. Again, I could throw a rock and hit their fucking facility. I also like Stone IPA. It's got like a little like kabuki.
Stone. Yeah, I like Stone. I like
do
Stone.
like Stone or Voodoo Ranger. Another
oh,
good
Voodoo
one.
Rangers, fire.
Yo, look at me being
Voodoo
white
Rangers,
hipster.
fire. Yo, have you ever had Lagunitas, a little something something?
I've never, but it's literally at the bar within stumbling distance. They've had it there. And I've
Bro,
not had it.
Lagunitas a little something something. It's literally called Lagunitas a little something something.
No,
Not
no, I know what
something
you-
something, little
Right.
something something.
Right.
SUMPIN. SUMPIN. Little something
doing
something.
great. The football
that shit is
says Fat
fire.
Tire is his favorite. I've heard Fat Tire is good, but I've never
I
had it.
love. Oh, that was my next one. Fat Tire. Every time I go over and Christy's working at the bar over in Harriman, I'll stop by after work. I get a Fat Tire.
This made me laugh uncontrollably. Hector just LOL'd in a way that made my wife uncomfortable over PB&J. Woo! Kolbs, hold up.
I live
hold up.
I live for that, Cobes. I live
Hold
for
up.
it. I
Hold
live
up.
for it.
Did Kolbs use the wifey tag?
Oh, what? What? You got a wife?
Hold up.
Wait, I didn't know
Hold
you.
up, Kolbs.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
We went the same place. That's why Finkel is Einhorn and Einhorn is Finkel. The footballism. This isn't really a podcast. This is just being live on Facebook,
No.
YouTube, and Twitch.
We
and
do
Instagram
podcast though,
Live. We do podcast, and you should listen to it, breaking down the tape.
but we
Wherever
do
you get your
episodes.
podcast. This is
and
just us being a bunch of drunk
Yes.
assholes.
Even though I have tried to tell Zach that we should do live episodes instead of just doing our regular episodes,
I
but
do want to. We will start doing live episodes. Make no mistake. Mike, it's all your fault, sir, that coronavirus is happening. Then, because Corona is disgusting. So we're gonna put that on your shoulders.
you know what's
Long Trail
disgusting?
Double Pack. I've heard of
Watching
Long
you
Trail.
go on your episode after us. Sloppy seconds. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop.
Bro,
Let me stop.
bro. Once you go breaking down the tape, you never go back, Mike. But
I
that's
said what I said.
Long Trail. I've heard is pretty good. You've still got your Dogfish Growler. Yes, K-Sub. K-Sub came down to
K-Sub,
visit
yo,
for-
for real? Like, no joke. Don't mean to cuff you off again.
yeah, do it.
K-Sub, like, no joke. When you get me, you and Zach got to get together,
You're
get really, really fucked up, and get acquainted again because it's been a long time since high school, and apparently, like, we got a lot in common.
so you say that, but the last time K-Sub got fucked up with me and Mike Ford dropped the people's elbow on him while he was trying to sleep, became tag team champions, and I threw his inside slippers out on the roof.
So what you're saying is that we're gonna be
I don't
the
think
new
K-Sub has
tag
to
team
think with me anymore.
champions.
Yeah,
We're gonna become the new tag team champions. Jeff Hardy. No. Never mind. I got one better. I got one better. The Dudley Boys. We're gonna be the Dudley Boys, and we're gonna put them through a table.
He's laughing, but he knows it's gonna happen. Oh, also fun story from that night. No pants o'clock happened. So all the guys took off their pants and were, as I called it.
I don't just stop it. You just said all the guys took off their pants. That's
all right.
it.
In my defense, I called out the women for being still fully clothed, and they never took off their clothes. So it's not my fault.
Yeah, the women. The women.
So by the way, Footballism says he listens to us. I'm so sorry that you do, but super appreciated. We are constantly drunk. It's just our thing. And we are wild again. It's just our thing.
And totally rated R because there's no holding me back. I tried, but there's no hope.
Dude,
there's no hope for me.
To be like 100% truly honest, I do my goddamn best to rein him in, but the amount of editing,
some days I'm really good. Some days
the amount
I'm
of
really good.
editing it would take to reel you in the post product, I'd never have an actual life. Never.
We'll have about 7.6 minutes of episode.
Yeah, it would be impossible. Like, what you guys don't realize is when Hector hops on StreamYard, I hit record. It's all recorded. Everything that happens.
Oh, mind you, I gotta let you know
that
the ending of our last episode, there was a portion you didn't edit, or I don't know if you didn't mean to edit. Where you literally was like, okay, and 1, 2, 3.
Can I leave that in? Bro.
I thought it was fucking gold, bro. I was like, okay. It threw me off. I'm like, whatever.
Bro, by the
Because it was
time
right at the end. It was right at the
by
end.
the time it gets put out, I've listened to it 48 times.
Yeah.
So I might not have listened to the final product, and that's my fault. And Colbs, to answer an age-old question, it's because our sex organs dangle. So men were born with two heads, but only enough blood supply to function one at a time.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But I have a feeling that us and the Jacked and Canned boys getting together would be pretty similar to No Pants O'Clock.
Wait, in reality or on just on air? Because I figure it's the same way regardless.
Both. Again, when we've gotten together and collabed with Jacked and Canned, there is so much that needs to be edited because
so I got it.
The last time we collabed, hold on. The last time we collabed with Jacked and Canned when they were on our show, me and Colbs, so there was a significant portion in the beginning or in the middle that needed to be cut. But after you and John went to bed because you guys had work, me and Colbs were up for like another hour to an hour and a half talking all sorts of things that we would have never seen the light of day again if we had ever released.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yes. Good conversation. Love
talking.
Like,
we clipped it and we put it in the episode.
Yo, it was we would never see the light.
So I got it. So Colbs and John are gonna meet, and you are gonna meet me and Christy down in Cancun.
Oh, that's coming up.
May 29th.
Bro, I can't. Just started a new job.
Quit.
I can't. I like this job.
Bro, it's like 7 days at fucking Cancun and everything's
Monday
paid for.
through Friday, 9 to 5.
Paid for.
God damn, that's a good. It's Sarah. I can't be allowed to make my own decisions.
I'm excited for it. Mind you, let you guys know, I may or may not be part of that episode. We'll figure it out when I get there.
Yeah, so yeah, to kind of tease that, we may have a special guest taking Hector's place, or he may come to us live from Cancun. So
I'm gonna try to set up properly where I'm like on the beach.
Yeah, but I don't want to like
and the camera. Up. No, listen. I'm gonna try to set up properly where I'm like at the beach, right? And I'm like sitting at like this like nice little fucking hut, and I'm chilling. And I'm like the camera's angled and it's angled properly where it's getting me.
If I see
behind me, but behind it's gonna get me, but behind me it's gonna be like a nice palm tree or something, or like some crazy shit, and there's gonna be just a titties.
So hold on. There's why do you all have to make me address multiple things at once? Colbs, why don't you fly?
You can't drive. Well, I mean, you can drive, but you're not gonna be there in time.
Once. K-Sub, fuck you. I'm doing my best here, okay? The pandemic fucked me up. I was with Sleep Number for 3 fucking years. The pandemic fucked me up. And then the footballism, first of all, can you like give me an actual like first name or initial so I can not call you the footballism? He's heading
it sounds weird. I'm like, right? Yo, the footballism, it keeps throwing me off.
He's headed to Cali next week to meet up with Jordan Palmer.
Who?
Can you footballism? Like, yeah.
Oh, give me a name.
That's what I'm saying.
Give me a name.
Like, Colin. That's honestly not what I expected. I don't
know. Not at all.
Not at all. That's not. Not at all. You gotta like hit us up with the deets on Instagram. You already obviously are there, so you gotta hit us up with the deets. Like I tried. So backstory, and I don't give a shit if Colin wants me to tell this or not. But when I found him on TikTok, like way before we had anybody on, even before we had Grant Caraway on, I found Colin first. And I looked through, it had linked to his Instagram and then obviously his shop and shit. And I saw the stuff in there, and I was trying to hit him up on TikTok, and you couldn't do it unless you were friends and all that stupid bullshit. But so he was hitting me up, asking me if I like shit. So I finally hit him up on Instagram. I said, yeah, I like a couple things. I'm gonna get like a shirt and a flag, and a sticker. I have it on the back of my iPad. Shebang, back of my iPad right there.
I see one that's not there.
Yeah, yo, stop. And yeah, it's covered. And I told him, I said, look, man, because his takes on TikTok were bad. I said, look, let me get you on the podcast. I'd love to have you. We're always open to people who know football. And he was like, maybe I don't really know. I'm like, man, look, it's your choice. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But like, don't be scared. Like, we get drunk and bullshit. And he never really hit me up after that. So, Colin, fuck you.
we appreciate the flag, though.
No, honestly, though, the flag, the T-shirt, the sticker, man,
the flag. It's still here. He's still here. He's rocking.
Yeah, and he's stuck with us in this live for a bit now. And K-Sub, you're joking, but, it's rude, sir. Not all of us are fiscally responsible and shit. Bastard. I don't get to what? I don't get to drive. What? You don't trust going that fast? Speed kills, sir. That's the whole point.
Yeah, the Clippers are putting the beats on the Lakers right now.
Is LeBron playing?
No, he is not.
Oh, that's why. Colbs wants you to go fuck yourself because he doesn't trust speed. Not like the
he right takes time. Speed?
No. He doesn't trust speed. I knew you were going there. It's why I tried to preface it.
Bro, if you want to run to Cancun for all I care, I don't care. Just get there.
Just start now.
You Forrest Gump. Fucking yip, yappa. Fucking keep it moving.
Did you just say yip, appa?
Yes. Well, first of all, if you don't know about the Avatar, get the fuck off this show.
So here's the thing, Game Point. Mike, I don't know why I still call you Game Point. I have actually rolled my vehicle to the point where like my passenger side roof was touching its compatriot's seat. So
Coles is like, I didn't say that about Hector.
So look, if I'm gonna
I can now see the comments, asshole.
How can you now see the comments?
I figured how to work it on my side.
That's unfortunate.
I can't scroll. I don't know if I can see everything. But I still
control it.
I don't see it. I don't know if I can see it, but I can't comment.
Fair enough. But yeah. So I mean, look, just die. If the plane's gonna go down, there's nothing else you can do about it. You don't trust that speed without me flying it. I get your pilot's license, I guess. I don't know what to do with that. And I did not say Hector go fuck himself. I would. If I were you, I'd tell Hector that he should go fuck himself.
I've tried.
I'd do it. What? HoofTube.
Exactly.
HoofTube says and this is actually HoofTube. I'm reading it right properly. The first 5 entrants into the HoofTube Tribunal Fantasy Football League. I'm not gonna lie, I have to be in it.
I want to be in it. I got to. We got to do it. We got to do it. We got to do it. Yeah. Yes. It's like a fucking. It's like a. It's like a survival type of thing. Like someone's getting sacrificed every week.
Like not the white people in khakis.
No. We gotta pick our. We gotta pick our weapon. We get to pick our weapon.
I'm not gonna lie. If nobody laughs at that joke that I made, I'm gonna be mad. Anyway, HoofTube, Zach, Hector, Game Point Live, and Matt Daddy must be a part. Automatic need to.
I gotta do it. Let's do this.
Colb's definitely told you to go fuck yourself, and he might be on fucking you, is what that comment means. It's definitely not that he's gonna get his pilot's license.
He's gonna be on it.
Yes, and you did, sir. You did go.
You know what? You know who Colbs reminds me of?
A better version of myself.
No, the short guy in American Dad.
Just why do you have
best friend?
Next announced is this just one in. This just one in.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. About to grab the trusty dusty
the trusty dusty fucking the trusty dusty fucking Spankmobile. Like what the fuck?
No, this. Do you know how many goddamn devices I run at a time
that are called trusty dusty? That are I don't want to know. I don't want to know how many.
You have all my trusty dusties open at your house for drafts, sir. And
You probably spit out a lot of trusty dusty.
this Justin, I see HoovTube. It's this Justin. Like Justin is his name, and Justin, like as in breaking news.
Justin showing that
You
he
are-
has nothing to do with everything.
We are reading you wrong, sir. Let's be honest with each other, man. We are totally reading the situation correctly.
Oh no, yeah, we're totally reading this right, Colbs. You want us. It's okay. Your co-host found his lady lover, and you're stuck trying to find someone else. Don't worry. Come here, Baba. Come.
He said,
come
here, Baba.
Come.
I keep trying to poke the goddamn computer screen like it's a fucking touchscreen. I'm gonna have to explain to Hector what you said.
Why are you trying to break it on principle? I get it, Combs. I take no offense. I know you didn't say
on principle. You're telling Hector to go fuck himself. Stop pretending. Stop it. Poor Colbs. See, here's the problem: is when we podcast, when we actually record, I'm somewhat in control of the situation. But here's
when John and Colbs
game night.
No. When John and Cobes or one of them show up, it fucks all of us up.
Oh, yeah,
it fucks
sure.
everything up.
And live,
so for the most part,
a different beast.
So for the most part, me and Zach are honestly on the same page every single time, no matter what joke is spit out, and always in sync. And everyone's whether you either gotta catch it or you don't. You either catch it or you don't, because both of us are tearing you apart.
Because Finkel is Einhorn and Einhorn is Finkel. So on Instagram Live, this league is going to be absolutely insane according to HoovTube. Yes, of course it is, because like I just said, the problem is that recorded me is one thing. Live me has proven on Rumboys, on a Game Point Live, and here has proven to be a completely different beast that I am unable to comprehend. And this just in, I believe, has also joined us. Can you go ahead and confirm whether it's just in or not? 6 out of the 14.
It's in, all right. It's in. It is in.
For a second. So honestly, it's kind of like a cheese wheel, if you know what I'm saying. Hey guys, good shit. I'm gonna try and. Oh, well, that's that. So first of all, I have to show everybody. That's kind of a cool emote. I appreciate you.
Motherfucker gave me the Jesus fucking cross. Like they gave me the Jesus
battery, piece. You stupid.
They gave me the like the Jesus piece. I'm like, yo, that's
positive battery.
I thought it was a Jesus. I swear to God, thought that was a Jesus form of a fucking
bruh, this ain't the Wonder Twins Jesus form of a battery, motherfucker. Hey, Mike, thank you. While Hector gathers his incoherent babbling, thank you for coming on, man. It was a pleasure last week, and obviously we will be riding with you on Saturday with you. We might kind of fuck with you a little bit, but it's always a pleasure, bro. And honestly, good looks, and we'll talk to you next time, man.
Bro, I swear to God, I swear to God, it was my fucking my change for my fucking military, bro. I was like, oh, word.
So, Colbs, thank you for explaining this. I didn't say that it was to go fuck yourself. The on it was you saying that you would fuck Hector. That was the connotation, sir.
Wait, so he wants to fuck me?
Yes, that's what he's saying here. It's not that he told you to go fuck yourself. It's that he's on it because he's willing to fuck you himself.
Oh, okay.
I'm here for the chaos.
If you can make it to Cancun.
And hold on. The only issue that fucking Colbs is taking here is not that I'm making him an asshole. It's that I'm making him an asshole on a Thursday. If I was to make him an asshole on a Tuesday, we'd be square. But since it's a Thursday, it's a no-fly zone for Colbs.
You know why? Because it's my asshole on the line.
I mean, he is going to fuck you.
If he makes it to Cancun,
Colbs, it's an open invitation.
literally. He said, "Yo, bro, if you got a pilot's license, then I don't gotta make my way back to New York. I can just fly back with you."
I know, big bro. I know. I'm just I really hope you're not really mad because I know, and you can curse. You know that, right? Like this. We don't care about getting sponsors or getting canceled. You can curse. We'll never tell who you're a part
Penis.
of. But no, I know what you meant. I really hope you don't take it hard. I've just been busting your balls. Man. You look so confused, Hector.
Oh no! I'm just trying to make. Like he said, he's about to get a pilot's license.
Yes, because he was talking about how he doesn't like flying unless he can control the plane. So in our rants, I was telling him to then get a pilot's license, and he said on it to the pilot's license.
He said, "Why am I fucking Hector?" He said, "Oh God,
Colbs." On a scale of 1 to white girl, where are you at, Colbs?
White Claw.
No, white to girl, not white claw.
That's what I'm saying. You said on a scale of 1 to white girl, White Claw.
Oh. My bad. He said, "Oh, clearly, I just learned that I can curse." We really, really, really need to get with them because I have a feeling it's like antimatter and matter meeting, and
they could curse on our episodes all the time. Colbs does sometimes.
Well, Colbs does. John is like physically incapable.
John's just like he has a barrier, like it just literally physically stops him from cursing.
So basically, what Colbs is saying is that he doesn't want to actively fuck you. But if his dick winds up in your butthole, he's not going to stop it.
Neither would I.
Please, for the love of God, does any of the 5 listeners have anything sports to talk about?
All right. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, we're fucking. If anything else, we're about to fucking call it a night.
Look, it's been a 2-hour and 15-minute thing of good times, man. And there's been a few new viewers this time, so I'll have to take it. We're still getting new people. Fuck,
this is breaking down the tape after hour.
Yo, for sure. Oh, and of course, God damn it, Pete, shouldn't you be fucking working? And yes, Rita. So I call her Rita.
I'm only here for the chaos. I love it.
So let me explain. I have called her Pete a couple of times. So for everybody who doesn't understand how I could get Pete out of Rita, we used to call her Rita Peta, and Pete short for Peta, so that's just where it comes from. Anywho, and yes, I know you're here from the chaos, and I do love the support, Pete. Thank you. And thank you, Colbs. I figured I had a firm grasp of the situation. Hector.
Smell my balls.
Mac Jones, Patriots.
Bro, how do you feel about that? First of all, because
do you? So stop it.
He literally fell.
Stop it. We both know how I feel. How do you feel? We both know. We went through it live during draft night, and I said it 3 months prior to the draft.
All right. So Mac Jones, Patriots. I don't see him. I see him maybe starting a few games this year, but I do believe that the Patriots are going to try the whole camp thing out.
Nope.
I see them trying the camp thing out, and possibly putting in Mac Jones later on. Give Cam a few. You gotta. It's only the right thing to do too. You gotta give Cam, if you're building all these weapons and stuff, you gotta give Cam the opportunity to show that he can do it. And also, I get it. It also becomes down in the spring training and all that stuff. If you know they if he shows that he can be the starter.
So here's the thing: is I don't think there's a camp. I think Cam starts until at least halfway through the season, if not the full season. But it was my worst fear that Mac Jones fell to the Patriots.
Yeah. That's same thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Cam starts the whole season. My thing is that Cam is playing this whole season. Mac Jones is gonna sit it, but worst comes to worst, he comes in week 9.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So my fear has always been, and I said it from before he was drafted to the Patriots, that I think Mac Jones will be the most successful quarterback from this entire draft when it all shakes out. And now he's with Bill Belichick. Fell right into his goddamn lap.
And for a quarterback that does what he does, who puts the ball where it needs to be, he doesn't need receivers to be wow.
Here's mine. Over under 4 Super Bowls.
Under.
Over.
Under.
I say over. I think Mac Jones wins over 4 Super Bowls with the New England Patriots.
No. What you saw with Tom Brady is only going to be a Tom Brady thing. Mac Jones, if he wins any Super Bowls, max 2.
Really?
Max 2. And I don't even care if he goes to another team. Max 2.
Nope. I think he's over 4. No matter who he's with. Pocket passers are still the way to go in the NFL. I'm sorry, this experiment with
it depends though. It just depends on the system he goes to, the coaches he got. But like I'm saying, max 2.
I don't know, man. So Joe's been on here. God damn, man.
Let me go take a quick sling.
Good. Grab your cock. Joe agreed Mac Jones will see game time this year, but will it be because of injury or ineffectiveness on Cam's part? So Joe, to answer your question, I think it would be because of injury. I think Bill Belichick is smart enough to play the long game. So if Cam is ineffective, I don't think that matters to him. I don't think Bill has a problem with losing right now to win for the next 20 years. So if Cam doesn't get injured, then he starts the whole season. But if Cam gets injured, which I think he will, then Mac will come in. I see no reason to. It's the only reason Tom Brady came in. We've seen this movie before. We know how it plays out. Tom Brady didn't come in because Drew Bledsoe was ineffective. Tom Brady came in because the New York Stock Exchange murdered Drew Bledsoe live on national television. So I think if Cam stays healthy, he starts the season, the whole season, all 17 games. But if Cam gets injured, then Mac will come in. Bill Belichick is smart. He knows how the game is played. Rookie quarterbacks who start their first year generally don't do good. And Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes are great examples of people who sit and then play well. Josh Allen took a little bit. There's a couple other quarterbacks that you can mention that took a little bit as rookies. I hear voices.
Voices.
All right, Hector. I answered it while you shook your cock. You'll answer this while I shake mine. Joe says he agrees that Mac Jones will see playing time this year, but will it be because of injury or ineffectiveness on Cam's part?
Say that again. Agree Mac Jones will see game time this year, but it will be because of injury. Okay, Joe. I say half and half on both. I'm gonna say Cam has the ability to get injured. I think that's not the case this year. I think he would do all right, but I do see the ineffectiveness of Cam's part. If it is for injury, he might get some game time for maybe 2-3 games. When it comes to ineffectiveness, that's when I say, like, you know, when I told Zach by like week 9, maybe week 10, if Cam's very ineffective, then I see Mac Jones becoming a starter and finishing out the year, especially if their record's not where it's supposed to be. If the record is okay, then I can see Cam keep playing it out. But if not, Mac Jones is going to get that time.
So to counter your point, Hector, I don't think Bill Belichick gives a shit about the record. I don't think that if Cam is ineffective that they'll pull him. They didn't last year.
My thing is, you got to give Cam the time, the proper start, because obviously last year the team was garbage.
Yeah, and he got COVID and all that shit.
Players dropped out. Give him the time with the full defense, the offense they just built. You have to start him. And like I said, there's only two things that's going to stop him. He either gets hurt and Mac Jones will come in as a filler until Cam is healthy, or Cam is ineffective by like week 9 or 10, especially depending the record. Like if he's ineffective at week 9, but they're 8-1,
but that's not ineffective. If they're
they're
not ineffective, they'd have to be
false. That's completely false. They can be 8-1, but the quarterback played like shit.
What?
It is possible. You don't tell me what. It is fucking possible where the quarterback plays mediocre.
Yes,
but yet
I agree with you. But you're gonna pull your quarterback at 8-1. I will close this screen.
I'm not saying God.
Did you get yelled at again?
She's grumpy. I'm not saying pull him, but the quarterback can be very ineffective and
sure,
to the point where you can mediocre. If the team is winning, but the quarterbacks they're only winning to the point where the quarterback's barely helping you win, like you're pulling it by the skin of your tooth. Hell yeah, I'll pull him
at 8-1.
If every game you're winning by a fucking a field goal,
I don't give a shit. I'm keeping him at 8-1.
If every game's a fucking 12-3 matchup and he's throwing up fucking garbage numbers.
Yep. I'm keeping it. Keeping it 100% every time, 10 times out of 10, twice on Sundays. Hey, Warzone's on Instagram Live, so thanks for joining if you're still there. But yeah, no, 8-1, I'm keeping everything exactly the same. I'm not even itching my balls differently.
I'm not okay, so 8-1 was different, but I'm saying, okay, so you're 7-5 right now.
7-5. Cam, give me like Cam stats.
7-5. You're 7-5. Let me see. That's
give me like a touchdown to turnover ratio. That's really what I care about. To be honest with you, am I plus or minus in turnovers?
You're 12 games in. I'm gonna say. 12 games in, I'm going to say 1,700 yards.
It's garbage.
Okay, so I'll switch it up. 12 games in, 12.
Give me at least 3,400. That's 200 yards a game.
12 game.
No, I guess 2,400 is.
I'm giving you fucking 2250 with 20 TDs and 11 picks.
Keeping. I've got a winning record and a plus in the turnover touchdown ratio. Keeping. Because
I would keep him too. But what I'm saying is that if my only two, that's why like I gave you that scenario just to see what you would say. But my thing is if there's any point in the season where he has an injury that's more than 4 games, Mac Jones is getting the reps.
Sure.
Or the record doesn't, like right now, if he's 6-6, 7-6, 7-5, and he's not playing well, or he's playing just average,
bro. I honestly, for me to start Mac Jones, I'd have to be like going on 0-17. I'd have to be 0-9 to even think about it. Honestly. Cam Newton would have to be 0-9 and thrown 30 interceptions.
Cam has shown nothing over the last 3 seasons. Absolutely nothing.
Okay. And I agree, but I'd have to be 0-9. Rookie quarterbacks don't play well. You need to give them
no, shut up.
You need to give them a year to understand the speed of the NFL.
I agree, but I don't agree every single time.
Every single time I agree.
No. I agree, but not every single time. So Joe Burrow, he should have sat?
Yep. 100%. 1,000 trillion %. Yes.
Every quarterback you ever seen in the drafted, they should have sat the first year. Every single one.
Yep.
Every single one.
10 times out of 10. Fuck that. 20 times out of 10. Yes. I'll double down on it. Yes. I would rather start.
So Patty Mahomes should have sat out that second year.
No. Patty Mahomes
sat out. So Patty Mahomes sat down
his first year.
So Patty Mahomes should have sat out that second year.
No, that's not what I said. I said every quarterback drafted should sit down their first year. Patty sat his first year. Roger sat his first year.
Roger sat
his first
Roger
year.
sat 3 years. Roger sat 3 years.
And look at how well he plays.
That doesn't mean that that's because he sat.
I think it is.
I don't think that's because he sat. Because he was sitting behind a guy who leads the league all time in interceptions.
So, and he doesn't, but he understood the game speed.
To an organization that don't know about him.
But here's my thing, is it's not about learning from the quarterback before you. It's about understanding the speed of the game. I am so firm in belief.
Exactly. So if you can understand the speed of the game as a rookie, what stops you?
But you can't.
Andrew Luck.
Okay.
Andrew Luck.
What about him?
He started from day one. It doesn't matter if he didn't get a ring.
Yes, that's the only thing that matters.
No.
That is the only thing that matters.
No.
What matters? What matters?
So you're being just like what you're saying. You don't like that the fact that people think that a rookie starts that they need to win fast. No, that's not true. So you're contradicting yourself. You're being a hypocrite.
Rookies do need to start fast. It's why I don't think they should start, because they physically can't. The speed. So if
a rookie starts, they have to win the Super Bowl.
Yes.
You're contradicting yourself.
How am I contradicting myself?
Because you're saying they shouldn't start then. They shouldn't start. So if they start right now, they got to win a Super Bowl?
Yes, that's why they shouldn't start. Because they are incapable.
No, because you can give them that year or two to build. They got the experience of being a starter, not just sitting there watching and doing film.
Here's my analogy. But see, it's not about film. Let me explain myself. Here's my analogy. I feel that college is riding a tricycle with the training wheels. Like when you're first learning to ride a bike, got the little training wheels on the back. That's college. Going to the NFL is driving a goddamn Maserati. That you're going from riding a bicycle with training wheels to driving a Maserati. That is the gap that I see. And it's not only about game film, right? Because the game film is faster, the game film is better. And I think that obviously helps. But it is about practice. Even practice speed.
I'm staying.
Listen here, Allen Iverson. Listen here, Allen Iverson. Even practice speed between the NFL and the NCAA are so completely absurdly different that, yes, I think that any rookie quarterback that wins that starts their rookie season should win the Super Bowl. And since they physically are incapable of doing so, I don't think they should start, because you're put at such a disadvantage. It's like putting fucking 30 guns to your head and saying, get out of this alive. We're all going to pull the trigger at the same time, but disarm all of us. That's impossible. That's a no. Have you ever watched Star Trek? Have you ever watched Star Trek?
Yes.
It's the Kobayashi Maru. You can't win without cheating. There's no way.
Well, that's a written rule. There's no winning without cheating.
Exactly. There's no written winning for rookies without cheating. You cannot start your rookie season as a quarterback
without cheating. That makes no.
The speed is so different. The game speed is so fucking.
So you're telling me every rookie that goes out there and they ball out is just fucking it's just a fluke. Yep. But yet some of them go on and
how many
like right now, Josh Allen, fucking going out. He's balling. It doesn't matter.
Yes, it
does not matter about the
That's
fucking
the only
rings
thing
right now. You're pulling it. You're pulling a Patrick Mahomes where they gotta go out and in 2 years win a ring. Josh Allen's balling. You telling me and he doesn't win a ring in 2 or 3 years? That was a bust. That was a bust.
Is Jim Kelly a bust?
Yes, because Jim Kelly in my eyes is not an all-time great. His stats to me, his stats are garbage.
Because he went to 4 straight and didn't win it.
No, not even that. To me, he's nothing. To me, his stats do not compare to 100 other quarterbacks. That's why. Not the Super Bowls, but the fact that his stats doesn't compare to 100 others. My thing is,
who's better?
Okay, so Jim Kelly, was he a rookie that started?
I honestly don't know, to be honest.
Exactly. So cut it out. There was a guy that was probably a veteran that fucking took the Super Bowl to the fucking the Buffalo to the Super Bowl.
You're agreeing with me.
No.
If he's a veteran and took his team to the Super Bowl, that's agreeing with me.
Don't close the door.
I'm concerned about them.
I don't care about them.
I do. If you had a baby, you would be concerned too, Hector.
Okay, close the door. It's one time.
So, Joe, personally, I think rookie quarterbacks should sit at least 1 year. The NFL is going. Teams want to get the experience they can and build a team without paying the quarterback big money. It has somewhat worked if you're talking about young quarterbacks, but rookie quarterbacks have not succeeded. Name a rookie quarterback with a Super Bowl. I challenge anybody in the chat. Name a rookie quarterback that won the Super Bowl as a rookie.
Russell Wilson.
As a rookie?
Russell Wilson.
You ready to put your money where your mouth is?
Russell Wilson.
Better fill this gap.
Nope. I want to hear the silence.
Fuck, I think you're ready. Russell Wilson's the first and only. Hold up. You're waving your hands in victory when there has been
you stated name a quarterback that has done it. I not?
You named
one
quarterback.
Have I not? That wasn't the question.
You did. I accepted that you named one quarterback that has. Then I will challenge you. Name 2.
No, you can't. You can't because I just beat you. You beat me in the one. But you just said it. Russell Wilson's the only.
One question.
Yes, but you just said it. Russell Wilson's the only. So you can't hit me with name another. Right. You can't hit me with name another.
No. You're right. You know what, Hector? I concede. I 100% concede.
You can't hit me with name another.
No. I look, man. I concede defeat. One quarterback in the history of how many rookie quarterbacks have ever been taken in the NFL, one quarterback has ever done it. So that means every quarterback can. You know what? I concede defeat
right now. Patty Mahomes. Patty Mahomes did it in his second year.
He went.
How many quarterbacks can do it in his second year?
He went to the Super Bowl in his second year.
It took his third.
You're right. But that was his first. That was his first year, right? That was his rookie season.
But yet Russell Wilson went back to back. But Russell Wilson went back to back
and then lost.
But so what? So then Russell Wilson's a bust? So then Russell Wilson's a bust because he lost the second one?
Joe, correct me if I'm wrong. He says there isn't one. But Joe, now if I've done my research wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Hector did win that question, that it was Russell Wilson is the only. But if you can turn up evidence that I am wrong, I would love to take that. But yeah, Hector's celebrating the one rookie quarterback that has ever won a Super Bowl.
That's all right.
Yeah.
But
He's clearly been dominant since.
So you telling me he hasn't been dominant in the league? Please, come on, bro. Don't play that. I know your game, Zach. I know your game. Don't do it.
How many MVPs has he won?
That's a shame. But we all know the MVP. We all know the MVP is a rigged fucking thing.
Hold up. Joe, prove it. I hope to God you're right. Joe says Wilson won in his second year. Joe, if you could back that up. Now, I did a quick Google search, and I think I read what I read. But if you could back that up, Joe, I would be the happiest motherfucker on the face of the planet. Because that motherfucker's been dancing too much this year, beating me. But here's the thing. Even if Wilson had his rookie year, 9.99999% of the time, 99.99%.
Russell Wilson will do what no starter quarterback has done in his rookie year: win the Super Bowl.
I don't know. Joe seems confident. Joe seems super confident. But even if
Joe, I know you like your football, but meet me at Beer World. I'll drink you too.
Why you gotta out him at Beer World all the time?
Because that's the one time I met him right there. Like outside of high school, that was the one time I bumped into him. I was like, we were at Beer World, and I'm like, hey.
It's just because I feel old, but not to be disrespectful. Joe, are you even old enough to drink?
He's a year younger than us.
I know, but I feel old as shit. But here's the thing. Even if Russ has done it, it's one out of how many rookie quarterbacks?
Okay, ever? But that's my argument. So you're saying that
because one,
no. My argument is that he did it at 1. If Patty Mahomes did it at 3, then why are you saying that within the first 3 or 4 years it's a bust for a rookie quarterback to start the league?
No, I'm saying your first year you need to sit. I would never start a rookie quarterback.
But why sit if you can get right now? Patty Mahomes sat 1, and then started 2 and 3 and got his Super Bowl. If he would have started year 1, it would have probably still went the same way. Literally probably still would have went the same way.
I don't agree.
Because the team is still there. It's not just the QB that makes it. So it's not just the knowledge that you're passing down.
Again, even if you are correct, even if with Patrick Mahomes, his first year he goes to the Super Bowl, what a situation to fall into. But 9 times out of 10, your rookie quarterbacks should not be starting because they don't fall into the same teams that Patrick Mahomes does.
But that's the thing. When you have a starting quarterback falling into the situation that's right, like a Seattle Seahawks,
but
like a KC,
easy to call the situation
you
right
have to start it.
It's easy to call the situation right in the hindsight, though. It's easy to look back 4 years in the past and say, boom.
Yeah, because that's a decision you just gotta make. That's just a decision you gotta. That's just human error. That's just human error.
And if I was a GM or a coach, it doesn't matter how many players or who I have on my team. I'm not starting him because it's impossible to say here, right now, this is the right situation.
Okay, that's so we agree that it just depends on who's running the team. Then
you know what?
It just has to be on who's running. Because like on your take, you would wait, and on my take, it's like, why wait?
Oh my God, this is Rita fucking Mary Murphy. This is perfect. Possibility versus probability. Everything is possible, but it's not probable. So why take the chance? And she's right. She knows absolutely jack goddamn shit, but how to spell the word football about the goddamn sport. But this is truly the difference in philosophies, right? Like, I'm probability, your possibility. It's possible that a quarterback could ball out and that this situation could be perfect for them. Therefore, you would start them because it's possible that it could be perfect. When I look at it, I say it's probable that it's garbage. The statistics and the analytics say that it is pure and absolute shit, that this will work out the way I want it to. So therefore, I'm going to let them learn the game speed in practice. And it's not probable that it'll work if I start them. So let me bench them.
Yeah.
Possibility versus probability.
But at the same, yeah, she's 100% right. Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to straight nature, how the game turns out. You're either right in your decision, because you're gonna end up winning the games,
Do I have a
or losing the games?
Tackle and B+ fucking lineman and B+ a receiver? Do I have, you know what I mean? Like,
you're either gonna win, you're either gonna take the chance and you're gonna win, or you're gonna or take the chance and lose, or you're gonna take the chance and or not take the chance and win, or not take the chance and lose.
When it comes down to it, I will start a below mediocre quarterback over a rookie 10 times out of 10. I don't care if the rookie is fucking Trevor Lawrence. I don't care if it's Andrew Luck.
If I can get
look at Peyton Manning's first couple of seasons.
No,
they were garbage.
He had one bad season, and after that, he every year after the first season, he just started going up and up and up.
Going up isn't an indicator of being good, because you can go up from rock bottom. But his first but
you're saying Peyton Manning, who couldn't win a Super Bowl, he won
more than one.
He has, but how long did it take him? And we all know that he's a bust in the playoffs.
And how long did it take him? Is exactly
what you're saying that he's not a bust in the playoffs?
Look, I'm not going to have this argument again where I'm getting called out like this. Okay,
you're saying he's not a bust in the playoffs.
You can.
He's a great. He's a great. I said Peyton Manning is one.
We've already done this in your home. I don't need to do this again.
Peyton Manning's a great, and I still say better than Brady, but in the playoffs, the man could not pull out a win.
You can't pull out of a fucking driveway. Fuck you. Anyway, the point being is how long did it take him to get his Super Bowl?
Goddamn, almost 15 years.
Yeah, so it's almost like in the early part of your career, it's fucking difficult.
No, because Patty Mahomes just proved that differently. Because Russell Wilson just proved that differently.
How long is your rookie contract? So wait. I would love for you to look up what is the average length it takes for a quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
Exactly. So
I guarantee you it's over 4 years.
Okay, so what's the issue with trying to make people trying to win right now?
Because they can't.
Why are they trying to make people win right now?
Because they're idiots. People who want to win right now.
My thing is that
quarterbacks are idiots.
I'm not saying every fucking rookie should start. My thing is, if you have a QB coming in as a rookie in the right situation that is a solidified start, why not? Why not start him and put him right there, and he's going to ball out. He's going to do what he has to do. He might have an off season or whatever, but why not throw him out there?
Because it could ruin everything that he was. And I agree-ish with you, but only history can tell what you're expecting. Only history can tell if it's a perfect situation. Only history can tell if he's going to ball out or if he has the right guys. All
right, so I'm going to look into history and see if I crack you over the head with this bottle.
Ace-up, I feel like you have a rookie and was picked at top 15, you start right away. If you don't have a veteran quarterback that can show you the ropes, I prefer to have them sit, but it's based on the team situation. In the end, it's that last statement, right? It's based on the team situation. It's
okay. So Kevin, I'm gonna just tell you right now, and Zach, I said what I said, and I'm not saying this is what I think is gonna happen or whatever, or I believe in it or whatever. This is just me saying to because it goes with it. This statement right here.
You suck.
If Zach Wilson comes out and balls without a veteran behind him and becomes a top 10 quarterback in the league, shut up.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say. That's all
I'll
I gotta
take
say.
that.
I'm not saying.
I'll
I'm
take
not saying. I'm not
Wait,
saying
what's
you
the
guys
time
are
frame?
right or
Hold on.
wrong. I'm not
What's the
saying
time
you guys
frame?
are right or wrong. But I'm saying that if he comes out without a veteran quarterback behind him and he balls out and he's a top 10 or 15 quarterback in the league, I just proved you wrong.
What's okay? Well, one doesn't make a whole fucking argument, but what is
No, one. Well, one doesn't make an argument, but
So okay, so you know what? Even if one doesn't make an argument, I'll take the bet. You're saying this rookie year, not in 2 years, not in 3 years, this year.
I'm saying like I'm that's what I'm saying. I'm like right now, if he comes out and he balls to a top 15 or 10 quarterback, then he just beat what you guys were just defeating.
Draw a line in the sand. Is it 15 or 10? Draw a line in the sand because I'm taking this bet.
His thing said 15. He said
So
top 15, right?
That's
He
what
said, I
Case
feel like
said.
if the rookie QB was a
Yeah.
top 15, but yeah, so top 15.
That's your line. 15.
So if he comes out with no veteran QB behind him and he's a top 15 quarterback, he trumps your guys' statement.
I'll take that bet. I don't think Zach Wilson touches top 15. I'll take
I'm
that.
not saying he does it. I'm just saying he solidifies my argument of saying what you guys are trying to say. Like going against what you guys are trying to say. I'm not picking him as my guy. I'm just saying it makes sense. Like it's
let's draw this line in the sand. Let's draw this. This is the bet. Does Zach Wilson wind up top 15 this year? Yes or no?
No.
Receipts. Then you're
no. You're not understanding me. I'm not saying Zach Wilson is the top 15 quarterback in the league. My thing is, you're saying I feel like if you're a rookie QB and was picked in the top 15, you need to start. You need to start right away if you don't have a veteran QB that can show you the ropes.
Right, and I don't even agree with K-Sub. I think no matter what, your rookie quarterback shouldn't start. I'd rather start Brandon Hoyer.
Brian Hoyer?
Yeah. I'd rather start fucking Mitch Trubisky. Shit, I'll call Colin Kaepernick. I'd rather start over a rookie quarterback. You're not going to win with a rookie quarterback. You're not supposed to. No. I'd rather put in a fucking fourth string wide receiver at quarterback.
So in 2009, when you were so against Mark Sanchez, but then rooting him in the AFC Championship,
it was blowing my mind. I was rooting for him because of
fan,
but it was blowing my mind the whole way. I was like, this is fucking crazy. Because it goes against my wisdom, but as a Jets fan, I wouldn't be mad if I was wrong.
So is the
look? I still believe
is
that
the past not is the past not showing you that there is potential in starting a rookie. There's multiple times in multiple years where you see a rookie start and they do successful, become Hall of Famers.
How many teams at the end, just because a rookie becomes a Hall of Famer, any Hall of Famer started off as a rookie. That means nothing.
Everyone wants a ring though, but everyone wants a ring. Does that mean you're always going to get a ring?
But that's what history
Are you gonna get so mad that you have a rookie franchise quarterback for 20 years and you get one ring, but you're gonna shit on the fact that he only gave you one ring, but yeah, he's your franchise quarterback for 20 years. So why you held him out for so long?
I would hold him out for a year, yes. And Joe has receipts. Took a little bit, but Joe has receipts. Hold up. And I'm going to, while I look at Joe's receipts, K-Sub, what do you mean by do you? Answer me that. Let's look at the Wikipedia.
You know Wikipedia lies, right?
Pretty sure it's a pretty good source of news.
Wikipedia, you can edit it. You can change anything in Wikipedia.
Okay, well then let's I mean, you could always see the sources. Oh, well, K-Sub didn't mean K-Sub, you're supposed to provide content, god damn it. If you didn't mean to type that, what kind of content do we have? Selection of the guys. Signed Matt Flynn 2 weeks later, signed a 4-year contract. He made his preseason debut against the Tennessee Titans. I mean, technically, he didn't start that season, but regardless. Let's see. Oh, no, he did. Excuse me. He earned Rookie of the Week over the Jets. What a shock. Postseason his rookie year with both games on the road in January. Wild card round against the Skins. Divisional round against the Falcons. But the Falcons managed to kick the game-winning field goal. Lost in the divisional round against the Falcons his rookie year.
Seahawks?
Shame. It's almost like no rookie quarterback has ever won the Super Bowl. And that was 2012. That was the 2012 season. And he was the 6th quarterback selected. Ooh, Rita Mary, here for the chaos. All edits on Wikipedia have to be approved by the site 9 times out of 10. Just because you can't use it in a college article doesn't
Wikipedia. I call bullshit on that because
Then look it up.
Wikipedia.
Look it up
I've noticed a lot of Wikipedia shit that you look at and you're like, oh hell no.
Got you. So that was the 2012 year too. I got you.
I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying the Wikipedia stat of being approved 9 times out of 10, half the Wikipedia shit is wrong. You can definitely go on there and see half the Wikipedia shit wrong.
Wow. Technically, I guess it was the 2013 Super Bowl, right? Because that was. Do you want to know who won on February 3rd of 2013?
Yeah, he got that. Yeah, you're right.
Receipts, Joe Maldonado. I want you to reverse all of your dancing, sir. I am filing an official motion with breaking down the tape to reverse.
That was a reverse
celebration.
That was a reverse. But at the same time, I'm not retracting my statement. You're over here thinking like multiple QBs have gone out and balled out and become great QBs. Like you don't need the ring.
Yeah,
you don't need a win. You don't. That's the reason why QBs can't last in a franchise, because you think they got to win within the first 3 or 5 years.
Yes.
No.
Starting, yes.
No.
Yes.
If they have to sit for a year or two, then you got to give them a year or two.
All right. So here we go. Your quarterback starts 4 years, right? So say your draft is a 4-year contract with a 5th year option. Your quarterback starts all 4 years, won no Super Bowl. He won Offensive Rookie of the Year, obviously his rookie season. Has been a top he's been 13th as a quarterback in the league pretty consistently, anywhere from the 10 to 13 range for all 4 years. Do you sign him to an extension?
Yes.
No.
Yes. You know why? Because you're thinking too much like a fucking Gen Z over here. Back in the day, the first 4 years of a QB's of rookie contract, that first 4 years, you're not telling them Super Bowl or bust. You're telling them, let me see what you got. If you can progress and you go from year 1, all right, you do decent. Year 2, we're winning. Year 3, we make the playoffs. Year 4, we make the Super Bowl. That is how it used to be. Now you're saying, oh, they need to make the Super Bowl in 2 years.
Yes.
In 2 years.
I've always said that.
No, but yet you want them to sit. But you want them to sit for 2 years.
No, I want them to sit for.
You want them to sit. You want them to sit. Okay, so you want them to sit for a year.
Yes, and then
What's the difference? You make that makes no sense.
No, explain yourself. What's the difference? Go on with that sentence.
That makes no sense.
How
So if back in the day the
I don't care about back in the day. I'm a
back
coach
in the
now.
Okay, so listen to me. If back in the day the standard was I draft a quarterback within the first 4 years, they need to get me to 1 Super Bowl. Why are you making it that within the first 4 years they need to get me to the Super Bowl in 2 years?
When the first 4 years, they need to win me 1 win, not go to win me 1 Super Bowl.
Within the first 4 years, they need to win you.
If I'm drafting you,
but that's not the standard. The standard. Well, now
for me it is.
But that's not smart because you're not giving them the chance. You're not giving them the chance to develop.
It's why I would.
You're not giving them the chance to develop.
Yes, I am. I'm saying them for a year.
You're telling them I need to win right now.
Yes,
you're telling me I need to win right now.
That's why I drafted you in the first round.
No. Yes, you want to win now, but at the same time, you might not have the pieces that you need on the roster to win right now. You might be the quarterback that they want and they need. You might be the quarterback that they want and need, but it might not be on the roster that it needs to be completed on.
I would never draft a quarterback in the first round if I didn't think I could win a Super Bowl in the first 4 years. Period. And especially if I draft you in the first round, you're not playing the first year. You're not fucking ready. Speaking of, Chris Boots, my man, Bootsy Poo, worked with me in corrections in Missouri, the good old MO, and he is a Kansas City Chiefs fan. So if you have not paid attention to this point, Chris, would you draft a quarterback in the first round and start them the first year? Would you set them the first year? And what are your expectations of a quarterback that you draft? Hector wants to give them until they're 60 before they're allowed to go to a Super Bowl. Before whether he considers them a fail or
I'm about to give you I'm about to give you 60 seconds before I slap my dick across your forehead.
We both know that you'd bust quicker than that.
Okay, so I got 5 seconds.
We both know it's still quicker than that.
6 seconds.
But me, if I draft you, especially in the first year, I expect you to win a Super Bowl within the first 4. Win, not go to win. But I also would never draft a quarterback within the first round, ever. Patrick Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith for 1 year and learned a lot. Now, is that because of the system? Is that because of Patty?
So Lamar Jackson, you're the Ravens. You draft him at 32 in the first round. You expect him to win No, I'm just saying if you were the Ravens and Lamar Jackson, you got him at 32 in the first round. You expect him to win a Super Bowl in the first 4 years.
Yes, I also wouldn't start him the first year. I'd keep Joe Flacco. I'm consistent, if nothing else. You can disagree with me, but I'm consistent. Joe, I disagree. There are too many factors to say a first-round quarterback needs to win in the first 4 years. Well, fuck you, Joe. You're automatically off. What if there's no talent? What if the defense sucks? What if the coach is terrible? There are things that are out of the control of the quarterback. I agree. It's also why I would never draft a quarterback in the first round. Come hell or high water. Quarterbacks and running backs are easily the most replaceable positions on a football field. They do not matter. They should never matter. And they are garbage humans.
Coming to a guy who thinks that it should be a 7-on-7 lineman.
Oh, no, don't you dare.
He says 7-on-7 lineman league.
Oh, okay. Now that's okay. That I agree with.
Where all that matters is the stats.
If you're under 300 pounds,
you pancakes of pancakes. Yes. Who eats the most and who passes out the quickest?
100%. I don't know who this is, Anthony Caden. Yes. Let me put this extraordinarily bluntly. I am saying quarterbacks do not matter.
So
Because-
throwing the ball for touchdowns or passing the ball off to a running back to score doesn't matter. So the fact that
because
the way that football
Dilfer
runs
has a Super Bowl ring. Curtis Painter.
I don't want to hear
has
about
a
Trent
Super Bowl
Dilfer.
ring.
I don't want to hear
Nick
about Trent
Foles
Dilfer and all
has
that.
the Super Bowl
What? No,
ring.
that's
Dan
not
Marino
what you're
doesn't.
saying. That's not what you're saying. What you're saying is that QBs don't matter. So that means if
Yeah.
we take out the QB of the game,
Yep.
the game will still continue. I don't know how they're going to score points. I don't know how they're going to
Easily.
pass the ball.
You
I don't know
win.
how they're going to do
I
anything.
will take Jamarcus Russell at quarterback.
No,
And still
you
win a
didn't.
football.
No, what you're literally saying is that QBs don't matter. So let's
Yeah.
take QB. The position of QB is out of the game. Out of the game.
Stop being
No,
an idiot.
the position of QB is out of the
We
game.
both know
How are
that's
we
not
doing
what I'm
this?
saying.
How are
both
we doing
know
this?
That's not
Nope,
somebody
nope,
has to take
that
a
is
snap.
exactly what you're saying.
Nope, you're being an
QBs don't matter.
I'm
So
about to
we'll take
remove
the
you from the
QB
stream.
out of the game.
We
QBs
both
don't matter.
know that's-
Yeah, there's 10
You're
men
being
on the
an idiot.
field.
You're
There's
being an
10.
idiot.
There is 10 men on the field.
You're being an idiot. And we
Let's
both
do
know
this.
it.
How do we do
You're
this?
being an idiot.
So
and we
we're
both
hiking
know
it straight to Christian McCaffrey, and he's gonna run the ball every single time.
You're being an idiot, and we both know it.
We're gonna hit the A gap, B gap, C gap, D
So
gap,
I'm
G gap,
ignoring
a
you
Z
because you're
gap,
being an
a
idiot.
W Z W X gap.
Chris Boots,
And-
we
and-
both know that Patrick Mahomes was born different, but he also started his first or sat his first year. And Hector, we both know that I mean that at quarterback play doesn't mean that much. That you obviously have to have somebody to exist between the snap and hand the ball off to moving on.
Joe Maldonado, please get him, boy.
You're right. He did have an all-time great defense. It's why quarterbacks don't matter, because your defense matters more. It's why defense wins championships. Period. End of story. And Foles did get hot for 2 games, but his defense played great football. His defense shut down Tom Brady in the game.
But
that mattered.
if you take Nick Foles out of the game, then all we got is a run game and linemen. So take Nick Foles out of the game and take Tom Brady out of the game, and we got the Pats defense and the Patriot and the Phillies defense and O-line.
Who won last year? Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady?
Oh, all right. So let's take
Because
out
it's the
Tom.
Bucs defense.
So let's take out Tom Brady and take out Patrick Mahomes,
Easy.
where the defense
Bucs will
where there's no pass game or
Yep.
anything.
Bucs
Literally, you don't even know what the fuck's going on because
Bucs
both
win.
teams are just gonna run the ball. You
Man,
saying
Bucs win. Bucs win. 10 times out of 10. The Bucs had to score 10 points. The Chiefs didn't even score a touchdown.
Okay.
Defense won that game.
okay? So take both QBs off of the roster and play the game again. Take both QBs off the roster and play the game again.
Who's handing the ball off? I'm not even
You
talking
can't even exactly. There's no QB. It's 10 people. Who
You're
knows? It's just a
literally an
straight
idiot.
hike. It's a straight hike to the running back for all we
We
know.
both know
There's
you're
no
being
pass
an
game.
idiot.
There's no pass game.
Seriously, bro, like I'm not going to have a dumbass conversation with you. I'm not even talking about somebody passing the ball. I'm talking about a 300-pound Jamarcus Russell handing the ball off. He doesn't even have to throw it. He just
You
has
said
to take
QBs don't
it
matter.
and
You
hand it
said
off.
QBs don't matter.
You're being an idiot, and we both know it. If you can't have an intelligent discussion, I will remove you. I promise you.
Oh, yeah, that butt hurt.
Respectfully.
Yeah, that butt hurt.
Respectfully, I will remove your ass. We both know it. You can have the greatest O-line ever, but put a QB that they can't handle the snap. How the fuck are they going to score? You can ask Nick Foles, who doesn't know how to handle the snap, Curtis Painter, who doesn't know how to handle the snap, and Trent Dilfer, who doesn't know how to handle the snap. They just have to exist between the handoff and the snap of the ball.
Oh, shit. You just said Trent Dilfer.
I did.
The guy that you keep going back to as a fucking champ.
I go back to many quarterbacks who
Shut
are
up.
garbage. So I want you to tell me. I want all of you who believe quarterbacks truly make up the game.
I don't say
want you to
I
say
don't
Eli
say
Manning is
quarterbacks
better
make
than
the game.
Dan Marino.
I don't say quarterbacks make up the game.
Say it. Say Eli
What?
Manning is better than Dan Marino. Say it.
I mean, I can say it.
Say it.
Eli Manning is better than Dan Marino. I said it. That's what you want me to say. I
Yeah,
just said it.
Exactly. You being a bitch and you know it.
I
You
also
know you
can-
can't even
I-
stand on that.
I also can say it because he won 2 Super Bowls. I also can say Dan Marino's better than Eli Manning as a all-time player
Do you
because he's
think
better. I
in
can
the
say
end,
I
history.
can say
Goodbye, Joe.
I
We
can-
love you.
I can
Is
say
Dan
Dan
Marino
Marino.
better than Eli? Period. And you
Yes.
get everything factored in.
I would say yes.
Thank you,
I would say yes.
ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
But you can't say that about every QB that with the difference in the stats. You can't. You can't. You can't say that.
Quarterback.
You're bringing up two QBs. Bring up another two pair where you can be like,
All right.
that's completely different.
Perfect. Tom Brady outplayed Patrick Mahomes. Tom Brady outplayed Patrick Mahomes. Say that
No.
sentence with all honesty.
No.
Thank you.
No, Tom Brady didn't play. That was the defense.
No shit. Well,
That was the defense.
thank you.
But that's
Nick
what
Foles. Nick Foles outplayed Nick Foles outplayed Tom Brady.
Yes. You telling me in that game he didn't outplay Tom Brady?
Not one bit.
You telling me the defense helped him?
Yes. 100%.
Nick Foles pulled that shit out of the skip. I'm not saying he did it because the offense was great. I'm saying he pulled it out of his ass.
Yeah, no. Quarterbacks simply need to manage the game. It's proven time and time again. Defense wins championships is not something that people just said once. It's a thing.
No. Tom Brady made the manage the game thing. QBs don't need to manage the game.
What?
Patty Mahomes done it completely different. He doesn't manage
Patty
the game.
Mahomes
takes
is
over the game.
so crazy and still
takes over the game.
he threw a fucking touchdown pass from
with
2
a
inches
hurt
off the
with
ground.
a hurt team. He went out there with no O line. Literally, his whole O line was backups.
Stop making excuses. He lost because the Tampa Bay defense rushed 4 men and got a pass rush.
So you put a healthy KC line out there. You're
And
gonna
they
say
still
Tom
lose.
Brady? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
No, because it doesn't have to do with Tom Brady. That fucking Tampa defense went nuts.
All right, but you put a healthy O line
And
in
they
front
still
of Patty
win because
Mahomes.
that Tampa defense is going crazy.
Bro.
Quarterbacks simply have to exist. Just like running backs. You got an amazing offensive line in front of you, and it's a great offensive line.
So just like wide receivers and just like safeties and just like cornerbacks and just like coaches and just like head coaches and assistant
Can you actually
coaches
come
and the
up with an
water boy.
argument? All right, come up with an argument.
So everyone just doesn't matter.
Come up with examples to back up your argument.
If the
Come up with examples.
If the QB doesn't matter, who is he throwing to? Who is he handing it off to?
He has to.
Who is he doing anything? The QB has to matter, because if the QB isn't someone who can do the job,
he barely has to be mediocre.
I've seen barely mediocre. And that ends up 2-14.
And how was the rest of the team though? Were they barely mediocre?
You want
to talk about quarterbacks? You want to talk about rookie quarterbacks?
I've seen top 5 defense with a mediocre QB, and the team still goes 2-14.
Was that because of the mediocre QB or the terrible offense?
You want to say, oh, wow. You know what? You know what's funny? You know what's funny that you said that? You know what's funny that you said that? Because the quarterback I'm talking about is the quarterback you hate the most.
Yeah, Mark Sanchez or Sam Darnold.
Exactly, Sam Darnold. So is the offense or the QB? Who was the running back? You hated the QB.
Who was the running back?
So you hated the QB. Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell was washed up when he came to the Jets. Get over
yourself. Fuck out of here. He had 1 year off, and then you put him on Adam Gase, who didn't want him there from the get-go.
Bad system.
So you're saying that's Le'Veon Bell's fault?
No, I'm saying it's the system.
But you just said it was Le'Veon's Bell fault because he's washed up.
I did say he was washed up, and I stand by that, but it's also a bad system.
But you wanted him on the team.
I said
you wanted him on the team. We were all raving for him on the team because we knew what he's capable of doing. But now with Adam Gase.
Yeah, and where's he at? Where's Le'Veon Bell at? Oh,
am I right?
Barely had any touches in KC. How many touches did he have in KC? They should rave. Chris Boots, you're a KC fan. He went to KC. How well did Le'Veon Bell do in KC? Or was he washed up?
He wasn't washed up. He just didn't have to play. He
Oh.
just didn't have to play.
Right. Because he was so amazing that KC sat him.
No, he just didn't have to play because they had the lineup.
No.
KC was just bolstering their line. Come on, you know how
You're
KC.
right. You're right.
Come on. Zach.
Le'Veon Bell was back to
Zach.
he was back to his old
Zach.
form. That's why KC sat.
Zach, come on.
The team was so
you know if
good.
Le'Veon Bell was on
The
any other team
team
than the
was
Jets
so
last season,
good.
you know damn
that
well
KC
that the
sat
Jets.
him.
Are you kidding me? You know damn
Yeah,
well.
no, you're right. I agree with you. That
Jets.
team was so bolstered that they didn't need to play him.
You put
agree with you.
Le'Veon
I
on
need
any
to know
other.
logic.
You put Le'Veon on any other team than the Jets at the start of the season. He is putting up numbers. He is putting up numbers.
Okay. Okay. And by the way, I have also said in this very stream, and you can go back and rewatch it, that running backs and quarterbacks are the most replaceable positions on the field. So you bringing up a running back is not helping you. Go back and watch it. I said it from the rip.
This guy.
You want to talk about systems, right? You said it yourself. Rookie quarterbacks, if they're in the right system at the right time with the right people, are going to be amazing, right? You said it yourself. It's all about systems. So it's all about systems. Your quarterback doesn't matter because it's all about systems.
No, it's not all about systems.
You said it yourself.
I didn't say
If
it was
you
all about.
draft a rookie. You said, I want you to go back and rewatch this. You said when you draft a rookie quarterback, if you have the right system with the right team around him, you need to start him.
I said that. I said that. But that doesn't mean that you get a rookie on a team that just starts like right now. You get Jacksonville.
I don't start Trevor Lawrence.
You don't know what the fuck that system's gonna be, but they're gonna start Trevor Lawrence.
And they shouldn't.
And I guarantee you he still balls out. And I guarantee you he becomes a Hall of Famer at some point in his career. And I guarantee you he goes out and probably fucking and does a more than average than what you expect.
I think compared against his expectations, he's a bust. I've said it and I'll stand on it.
No, his expectations are fucking to be the top of the top elite, like.
And I also don't think he'll make the Hall of Fame. I'll dispute that out too. I don't think he'll make the Hall of Fame. I think he'll be good, maybe, but I don't think he'll make the Hall of Fame. I don't think he'll be great. I don't think he'll be elite. I think he'll be good. I think for a lot of reasons. I think for the fact that he doesn't know how to lose. I think for the fact that he's joining a rookie head coach.
And I still argue with the fact that I think he does know how to lose because
he's lost 2 games.
He's lost 3 games.
3.
And 3 games that he lost, all national championship.
One was a semifinal.
Except one.
Okay.
So 2 national championship and a semifinal. You think you don't know how to lose?
No, I don't.
You think you don't know how to lose when you're so close to winning?
Yeah.
When you're so close to winning, you think you don't know how to lose?
Thank you, Chris Boots. That was a season stat. This is a season stat.
After he left the Jets like fucking week 10.
That's a season stat.
After like week 10 or 11 or whatever it was.
That's fine. That's a 6-game stat. That's 6 games.
Yeah, okay, so week 10.
The playoff run, that's what? 9 games? 8 games?
In the playoffs, they shortened their roster. They're not going to play anybody they don't need to play. Come on. You telling me with their 2 starting running backs, they're going to put Le'Veon? No, they just signed Le'Veon.
If he's Le'Veon Bell and he's that good, they would.
But they're not going to put him in there if they already have the team they have. They're just bringing him on because you know what the KC. You're being an asshole. You know what KC's doing. They're just bolstering their lineup with people that they know they're gonna be.
But you're claiming he's such a game changer and he's so good.
Okay, take Hilaire out. Take Williams out. Who they're gonna put? Le'Veon Bell. Even with
You
Williams,
literally just
there.
said take their 2 starting running backs.
Even with Williams, you put Williams in there. I still think with Williams and Le'Veon Bell, they're gonna split fucking carries.
He gets the exact same stats. Maybe like a touchdown more. You're looking at single game stats there. This is a single game stat. Maybe like
you don't get 63 carries.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, all right, the carries.
You don't
get
like 63 carries in a single game.
No, you're right. The carries is a little exorbitant.
You're not Adrian Peterson getting 254.
If he's that good, right?
Adrian Peterson was rookie year coming out of fucking Oklahoma. Shut up. Get out of here.
I did not know AP was at
ACL. That was before ACL. ACL tear.
I'm sorry. So I'll give you this. I'll be nice. That's 3 game stat.
He's not going to start on that team. That team is already stacked.
I wouldn't start him on most teams.
Really? Because you was ready to start him on the Jets.
Bro,
Shut
that's
up.
a super low bar. We both know that's a super low bar.
Shut up. Because we were both hyped.
Were you happy about Frank Gore? Were you happy about Frank Gore?
We were both hyped. We were both hyped and know what Le'Veon. We were both hyped. We were both hyped and know what Le'Veon Bell can bring. And you know Adam Gase was the one person that fucked him over.
So hold on, real quick, before I acknowledge.
I was very extremely happy for Frank Gore. I was.
Thank you. So first,
I wasn't saying starter. I wasn't saying
before I get to your statement. Our bar is set extraordinarily low as Jets fans. A. And B, I was happy that Le'Veon Bell came. And C, yes, it is 90% of my issues are Adam Gase's fault. And they never should have hired him. I'm not going to disagree with those points.
So you telling me if Le'Veon Bell was still on the team with Salah,
I wouldn't be mad.
Exactly.
But the system is different.
Oh, the system.
Yeah.
The system is different.
Yeah. It's almost like the system matters more than the goddamn quarterback or the running back.
Really? Because they went for the quarterback that fit the system.
The quarterback that they just drafted is 0-5 against teams that have 10 wins or more.
0-0 in the NFL.
1 touchdown, 7 interceptions.
0-0 in the NFL.
Played in BYU and has never seen a black man.
New York now.
Damn, I thought that would make you laugh.
I had to hold it in. I had to get the New York in first. I had to get the New York.
Because I know you saw that video of him standing next to like Devonta Smith and Patrick Surtain and shit.
I had to get the New York in real quick. And let me go to bed before Christy fucking.
I was gonna say, can you believe we've done this for almost 3.5 hours? Holy shit!
People are still on.
When we thought of this, it was supposed to be a half hour.
Max an hour.
Oh, we've right. That's literally the original conversation between us was, oh, we'll do this for like a half hour, and you legit said, nah, max an hour. Like it's not gonna be a long thing. We start at 9, we end at 12:30. Holy shit!
See, I think that's the reason why we don't do live.
Because this is what I was saying.
Episodes.
Whoever it was before who said, I think it was DZ who said he likes this better than the podcast. That's the problem. Is this is not staged. This is legit every time we talk.
And this is how we are on the podcast too.
Oh, holy shit! Yeah,
except we have chances to like think about what we're saying. We have chances to think about what we're saying.
Yeah. Anywho, bro, you have off tomorrow. I got my first COVID shot tomorrow, and I've actually got to go to work and make.
What shot are you doing? By the way,
Pfizer,
so
my
you're doing the
job
Pfizer.
almost like forced me to. They didn't like
Okay.
make me, but like they made me.
Nah, so
Shit.
that's not bad because I did the Moderna.
You
I,
said,
I did the Moderna. Doing the Pfizer. I heard the Pfizer's not bad. I heard the Pfizer's better, a
I'm
little bit
also
better.
not a
than-
bitch, so that helps.
No, I heard the Pfizer. No. This is not even a bitch thing, bro. Like, bro, you ever seen Misery?
I mean, the movie or lived in the state because I've done both.
No, not Missouri. The movie, which
Yeah,
obviously
yeah,
we
with
live in
Kathy
misery
Bates.
which obviously we live in misery all our lives. But
Facts.
yes, with Kathy Bates.
Yes.
So you have seen the movie.
I have.
Okay, so I took the Moderna shot, right? And the first one was not bad. I had a sore arm for like 2 days. So I went back. I got the second shot. I'm fine all day. Me and Christy, we go out with the family, eating dinner. You know, I'm over there eating fucking empanadas, doing buffalo empanadas, by the way. Buffalo chicken empanadas.
Jealous. How come
So-
neither of you are Hispanic whenever I'm around? You all are so.
Oh no, we went out. We went out for those. We went
like
out for those.
Christy fucking bakes banana bread. Which did you eat my banana bread? Stop it! Stop!
So Christy, actually, I didn't eat it. Christy ate it because it was broken on the bottom. But she was like, no. She said she's gonna make you a fresh one because it was broken on the bottom. That's why she ate it.
That's worth it.
But regardless, fuck, you threw me off.
Sorry. I remember what it was about. Do you want to like take a second so I can take?
Oh, the COVID shot. The COVID shot.
Yeah.
So I I got the sore arm off the first shot. And I'm like, I'm all right. So I went back, I got the second shot the other day, and I'm all right. We go out to dinner, we're fine. We do the podcast.
Right. I remember you were saying
Oh,
at the
bro.
end.
Yeah, at the end, I wasn't feeling too well. And then when we got off, I go to bed and I'm tossed. Yo, Christy had to leave the bed. She had to leave the bed. She came over to the spare room. She was like, I can't with you. You're
No
tossing
shit.
and turning, you're dry heaving, you're blowing up with your temperature, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, not with it. Not with it.
Right.
Like midnight comes. Get up. I puke my fucking brains out. Puke my brains out. I go back to bed. I'm still fucking, my stomach's turned. Come back out. I'm pissing out my asshole. Come back. 1:30 in the morning. I come back out to go fucking throw up again. This time I missed the fucking light switch.
Oh shit.
Hit the light switch quick enough. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm about to puke. So I like try to go to the toilet, trip, fucking go head first straight into the fucking toilet. Like wham! Just fucking ram my head into the toilet while I'm puking. Chrissy doesn't even budge, bro.
She ain't stressed about you.
Bro, doesn't even budge. Not even a yo, babe, you all right? Nothing. Not the dogs.
You telling me this, yeah.
Dogs don't even get up to come look at me, bro. And
Damn.
I smashed my shit like it was fucking like 4th of July, bro.
Jesus.
Like the whole fucking toilet rattled. Go back to bed. Couple hours later, get up again. Same thing, just throwing up, shitting all over the place. I'm like, yo, not going to. Yo, that Moderna. If you're doing a Moderna, and then I got up the next day.
Pfizer, baby.
Yeah, I got up the next day and I slept like maybe 16 hours straight. Like, bro, I mean, I was up. I was on the couch and I would sleep for like 4 hours, and I'll be up for like an hour, and then I sleep for like 3 hours, and I'd be up for like 2 hours, and I'd sleep for like another 4. I was just in and out, like just passed out. It was bad.
So real quick here, before we end this, Chris, I will not talk about that in any way, shape, or form. And it's so bad that I will refuse to call you by your last name and simply call you Chris. So I was living in Missouri at the time, obviously. And it was the 50th Super Bowl. Broncos versus Panthers Super Bowl at Senior Boots' house. There was a lot of corrections officers there. In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, Boots. Everybody there was corrections officers at the same prison. And I don't know if you've ever worked with people who work with each other all the time, 24/7, 365. There are scandals that occur, and that is what Senor Boots is referring to. Is that there's certain scandals that
Chris,
were occurring.
Chris, did you sell Zach's underwear in the black market?
No.
Unlike the CO black market.
But what happened was, by the way, so I brought like, I don't know, like a fucking 24 rack of Bud Light or whatever it was. And we're watching the game. I think it was halftime. Exactly. I would think it was halftime. They're all doing shots of tequila. And so I'm in the kitchen. I happen to be grabbing a Bud. And they're like, hey, you want to do a shot? I'm like, nah, I don't fuck with tequila like that. And I walked out. And they're like, oh, come on. And I'm like, no, I'm good. And I said, but my wife will. I'm like, nah, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. She'll take that shot for me. I don't know if Boots will remember that. I know that, holy fuck. I can't remember any. Wrinkles was there. Fuck, I don't even remember who specifically that who that you're talking about. There's a couple of people there. But anyway, they're all in the kitchen and they go to take shots. And I said, nah, I'm good. But Sarah, my wife, will. And they're like, oh, well, we'll par you a single. We'll take doubles. And I said, don't worry about it. She'll drink it like it's water. Bro, I step out the room. They all come out, after having double tequila shots, making faces and all that shit. Sarah came out. Didn't have to bite on a lime. Didn't have to nothing. Like it was got Chelsea. Yes, thank you. And who the fuck was the sergeant at the time? I know it starts with an L that she was fucking around with. Fuck, I can't remember the life of me. But anyway, yeah, they all came out making faces and shit. And my wife came out, obviously, Sarah Lafferty. Thank you. Fuck me, I couldn't fuck. It's been like 6 years, dudes. But they all came out making faces and shit. And I forgot who the fuck it was. I was like, bro, your wife is built different. I said, told you, man. She drinks it like it's water. She's a fucking devil person. It's different.
So, Chris, funny story. I got another story that's kind of relatively close to this. So I throw a Halloween party, right?
Stop. Nope, we done.
so I throw a Halloween party, right? Like what, 2 years ago?
No.
And
oh shit, it was only 2 years.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago now.
You right.
And I set up the whole outside, pong tables, everything. I brought a keg.
Hold on. Let me set the scene. There was a keg of what? Bud Light. There was
it was
400 Jello shots. Hector's dressed up as like a stereotypical fucking Mexican, and I'm not being racist.
With pocket, like I got Jose Cuervo and like fucking
right. With like a bottle of Jose and fucking Fireball. So anyway, continue, please.
So we set it up. And Zach and everyone gets over. So at one point we're sitting in the room. Obviously,
so I got there before most people.
Oh yeah, you were like the second person there.
Yeah,
it was like
I got there and immediately chugged like a cup of fucking beer and did like 4 shots. And
I'm already like fucking 12 beers deep. Like, well, I've been just drinking out of the keg at this point.
Yeah, this is
but I'm a heavy smoker. I'm token up Wiz Khalifa, got my papers, whatever it is, all that jazz. So we ended up deciding to roll a Fat J in my room. So we're fucking rolling up this fat fucking J.
So by the way, context, again, this isn't 9 o'clock when the party started. This is like 12:30. The keg is tapped. The fucking Jello shots are gone. The whole fucking bottle of tequila and fucking Fireball is gone. I can't even remember my own name.
We're rolling this fat fucking J.
That is also very true.
And I think the keg was still tapped because I woke up the next morning. I still had half a keg when I left in the morning, but everything else was gone.
By the way, to Boots' credit, if you read this comment, he is not wrong. I forgot. I left, I think, right before or right after the cops showed up, and as they were jumping the fence to the jungle gym.
Oh shit!
Brittany was there, I believe. Yes. Boots is not wrong at all in those statements.
So we rolled this fat fucking J, right?
It's like a middle school or elementary school.
Right when we finish, as we're finished rolling the J, we're about to spark it. We didn't even smoke it yet. We are about to spark it. They come in with some tequila.
Yeah.
And I looked and I was like, yo, bro. I looked at Zach immediately and I was like,
I was
bro,
already at a different
said, Zach's like, yeah, let's do it. And I looked at Zach. I said, I ain't taking that shot. I know my limits. I ain't taking that shot because I know how I am right now. I'm a little lifted. I'm about to smoke this. I'm going to skip this shot. I come back to the shot later and I'll take the shot later. Zach's like, I got this.
Drunk meat takes control and there's no getting it back.
Zach takes the shot. His wife takes the shot. Everyone takes the shot but me. I said, fuck this. I'm smoking my J. We smoked it. We all smoke, right? That was the last.
By the way, this is not the first J. This is like the 5th.
Oh yeah, no, we were smoking all night. We're fucking all smoking.
Oh.
I think this
And
was
I'm
like
not a
I think this was like the last gram that I had.
Right. Between
So
you, Barbara, yeah.
It was me, you, Steve,
yeah,
Christy, and Sarah.
yeah.
And Christy and Sarah were just there for the fun.
Yeah, Sarah
of
don't
it. It was
smoke.
just us
Yeah.
three. And EJ, my buddy
Yeah,
EJ.
I remember EJ. Yeah.
So we smoke, and that's it. Like I never saw Zach after the rest of the night.
Bro,
Zach and Sarah went into my back spare room, which is actually this room that we're in. He went over to the bed, passed out with the trash can next to him. I woke up with him waking me up like, yeah, I threw some a bag of throw.
Negative. That's the whole.
You left a bag of throw up outside. You left a bag of throw up outside.
I did, but to this point, that was a lie. I had come out of the room to puke my brains out into the toilet, and everyone's screaming, and there's a whole lot of shit going on.
Oh no, you threw up a lot in that trash can that night.
I totally did. But that's not how you woke up, motherfucker. But anywho, I gotta hang a piss. It is 12.
Oh no, I didn't. No, it went a lot deeper than that.
Yo,
it turned into a brawl halfway. It went to a brawl half. It went to a brawl halfway through the night. But when Zach did wake up,
I came out and everyone's crying and screaming, and I was like, "Yo, gang, who are we fucking up?" I'm like, no, it's done. All right, who are we lying to? Oh, like I was there.
I told Zach, I was like, "Yo, if you see a cop, just like it wasn't this house."
Yo, facts.
It wasn't this house. He was like, "All right, bet."
The first time.
He was like, "I'm just gonna stay at my parents' house."
Facts. So it's not. I don't think it's only Boots who's with us here, but whoever else is with us here, guys. It's been fun. It's been great.
It has been. It's been almost 4 hours, 3.5 hours. This is why we don't do live, because live turns into a 4-hour thing. My girl was pissed about 4 times today, coming into the door, throwing shit at me. Literally,
big facts.
This is supposed to be out on the couch outside.
Luckily, my wife is pregnant and won't come downstairs. So, guys, it's been great. Unless you want me to piss on this computer, we are going to end this now. Here's to me, here's to you, and to the rest of them all. Shlancha and Hector, hit him with it.
I said what I said. I'll see you tomorrow.
Cheers, mate.